Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we're going to talk about it. Why are you being, or why are we being financially left behind? Well, you guys know a little bit of the story. We're going to talk a little bit more about the story because you know what? Your money game is here. Your financial freedom papers are here. And we got to talk about this and much more. We always have solutions because the problems, financial problems, it's not your own fruition. You're not fully responsible for all of your expenses. And if you believe it or not, when you start counting the ways, there's quite a few other expenses that you do not control. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here and waiting for me a little bit. I was a little under the weather, but I'm still showing up because the show must go on because you realize no matter how you feel sometimes, no matter what's going on in your life, you still have to move ahead. It's a habit. That's the way I do things, anyhow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here once again and smash, share, do all of that to the like button, to the share buttons. And if you like what I'm talking about during this live stream, hey, please check the actual videos that are not live stream videos and subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. And if you haven't clicked the all notification bell and you are a subscriber, please do that as well. Let's see who's in the house. Miracle Bro is here, one of our newest members with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here in the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he brings a notification. Got notifications. Trailer. Saw you went to the Grammys. SSN Nation, what's up? All right. First clarification. Thank you for letting me know you received the notification and saw the trailer. That's one person. Let's see if we can break the record tonight because the Financial Freedom Network is in the house. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, this is the No Guru Zone. SSN University, yes. SSN Academy, yes. But it's the No Guru Zone, which means no cost for anything. So if you have any questions, you can always ask down here in the chat room. That's how we do it here. This is how we roll. And by the way, we have investors, we have entrepreneurs, we have business people all in the house here. So you will get sound information from people in the SSN Nation. All right, now let's get this. Saw you went to the Grammys. All right, it was the People's Choice Awards because I don't have video of going to the Grammys. I wasn't a YouTuber doing anything back in the day, so I can't get video of that apparently. Unfortunately, my friend passed away and he had all the video on the red carpet and stuff. Yeah, red carpet on that one. That would have been sweet in LA. But anyhow, it was the People's Choice Awards, is that one, the one that showed up in the trailer. So thank you so much for that. What's up? Let's get some of that money bag at the end. I concur. We make it happen around here. Laverne Penix is in the house. Mr. Cool himself is here on a Friday night. Thank you so much for being here in the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he brings his tagline, hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. I received a notification in trailer. They're putting him on lock. Mr. Cool seems to get all the notifications in trailers. Now, if we can only get a few thousand more, 10,000 more people to get the notification in trailer, that would be cool. But thank you so much For that's number 2. We're going for a record tonight. Let's see if we can make it happen. But thank you so much again, Mr. Cool, for being in the house. We got a lot to talk about. James Way is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has the icon next to his name. So I appreciate that. And he brings his tagline: the rent, as we know, is too damn high. That's exactly what the problem is. This is why we are being financially left behind, because you can't catch up if you're renting. Next thing you know, they knock on your door and say, hey, you know what? You have to renew your lease. And oh, if you want to renew your lease for just 7 months, we're going to charge you an extra $300. If you want to renew your lease for another year, we're just going to charge you another $200. You're like, hey, that's more than 10%. They're like, we don't care. You can move. That's how they're doing us out here these days, ladies and gentlemen. I know I keep my ear to the ground and nose to the grindstone, and this is what I'm hearing out here in the streets. It's very, very bad. It's a damn shame. But what can we do about it? Well, the money game is here. Don't worry about it. And he says, good evening, all. James Way, good evening to you. Thank you so much for being here again. And I appreciate the love with the icon and everybody that has the icon. Victor Marrero is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has the icon next to his name as well. It's Icon Night, Members Night so far. I appreciate it. And he brings one of 2 taglines along. His favorite: hello, all. Let's do this. That's right. We make it happen. Let's do this is right. Financial freedom papers. They're right here, ladies and gentlemen. What do you have to do? It might hurt a little bit. You're going to have to spend some of that little hard-earned cash and put it into buying assets. But in the long run, you keep doing that enough, you come out ahead and you're part of the financial freedom papers. All right. Victor Marrero says he received the YouTube notification and the trailer. That is number 5 tonight. So this is number 5. Let's see. We're rolling good tonight. So thank you so much again, Victor Marrero, for being in the house. All right. XPLR sent out a burn notice. Eric, yes, Laverne Penix. I saw it. I don't get excited. I'm just going to tell you like it is. I kind of get excited when it said $9.3 million of tokens they bought, but I don't know what the token supply is. As far as I know, it's billions, but I still like it. I'm not a hater. I still like it. That means those tokens are gone, burned forever, which means the supply is decreased. We like this. That means they're making a little bit of money with XPLR. But it'd be so much better if some of that money didn't just go to burning worthless, or I shouldn't have said that, worthless. I mean, tokens are actually just like stocks. They're not worth anything in reality unless you believe it's worth something. So that's why I use the term worthless. I'd rather you say, everybody who has an XPLR, we're going to split the $9.3 million with you. Kind of like what Miracle Cash and More is going to be doing. Then that would be a lot better. But burning tokens that nobody's holding anyhow, who cares? All right. James Way says he got the notification. That's number 6, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're rolling for the notifications this evening. Thank you so much for letting me know what's the best way to start investing in stocks. First, go down below. Get your app, Webull and Robinhood. Download Webull. Get your free shares of stock. Download Robinhood. Get your free shares of stock. Put your money into Webull and you get some more free shares of stock. Put your money into Robinhood. Well, they only gave you 1 free share of stock. That's it. Webull I like a lot better than Robinhood, quite frankly. More information, more details. They have community, and there's a lot more things you can do. Now, what's the best way to start investing in stocks? Safe. Let's just call it safe stocks. So I'm going to go a safe stock route for you, because ETFs, and now see, when we start talking about this, you have to understand, I don't have a nickname for Victor Marrero. I haven't established any nickname for him, but here's one of the many that could apply. Mr. ETF is in the house. He has a list of safe ETFs. Part of the list is going to include SCHD. All right. S is in Sam, C is in Charles, H is in Henry, D is in David. Another one, JEPI. That's JP Morgan's. And I feel very good about JP Morgan because they're a Fed bank. So JEP is in Paul, I. 11.5, 11.8, 12%, depending on what day you buy it on, depending on how low the stock price goes. All right. Now, those are the two that you can start with. Okay, number 3, VOO. These are all ETFs. It's based on a conglomerate of stocks. An ETF buys different sectors or a section of a sector. And one other, the Icon stock. I as in India, E as in Eric, P as in Paul. So you can get around 13, 14, 15% of dividends. And oh, by the way, all these give you dividends as well. So all you got to do is set it and forget it. They have $1 million fund managers that manage this stuff. And you generally are going to have an increase of, on average, of the stock value of around 8, 10, 11%. But we're searching for that passive income, right? So all the ones I mentioned, we have passive income coming in. IEP, for instance. Let's talk about, actually, you know what? You know how we're going to have to do this. Hold on a second. Let's go see what the damage is right now, because I have no idea what the damages are with regard to, let me see what I can do. I'm trying to figure a safe spot. Speaking of stocks, because this is one way to get your financial freedom network, financial freedom papers, ladies and gentlemen, and create wealth at the same time. Because ultimately, did you know that some people don't realize that your stocks are an asset? Elon Musk borrows against his stocks. Of all the billionaires, Amazon, Bezos, all the guys, they borrow against the stocks that they hold. Guess what? You can do the same thing if you had a large portfolio. That's always a lifesaver. So just think about it. So it's a win-win. So that's why stocks are a major asset. And when 89% of that stock market is owned by just the top 10% of the wealthiest, that ought to tell you want to play with the wealthy guys. Where the wealthy guys play at, that's where you want to be at. All right. Liabilities, we don't want to play with them in liabilities. We don't want to go buying boats, planes, trains, automobiles. We don't want to go play like them guys. We don't want to go 6, 7 figures for cars and stuff like that. All right. Those are liabilities. They have you fooled. They're not out there buying them anyhow. Only a few of them do. But in most of them, they're saying, no, we're buying assets. You guys can buy that other liability stuff. All right, let's go. Here's the stock market, another downside. Again, they're proving to me the 1929 to 1932 is going down. They went up for a week, and all of a sudden, this last 2 weeks, it's been, or shall I say just the last week, we're talking about 3-4 percentage point drops, but this is expected. Remember, you guys already know. I've been talking about this type of activity, knowing that they're going to be weeks, potentially months, where they keep rising, and then all of a sudden they pull the rug out from under you just so to wake you up. Be like, hey, remember earlier this week when the Dow almost dropped it actually did drop 697 points. Now it's another 300 and some points. So again, they're playing with this, ladies and gentlemen, but you have to understand how they're playing. You members here in the SSN Nation, you know they don't play with us like the right way, like I've been saying. I hate to say it like that, but that's what it is. Here's what we're going to do. Let me, just for the young gun in case you ever miss any of our stock talk and doesn't understand what I'm saying with regard to dividend investing, and they're more like ETFs. Oh, yes, this is what we want to see. 53.85 for JEPI. This is good. This is good. We want, the lower the price goes, the higher the yield is annually. So just so you understand, let me do it this way. It's 53.85 a share. And notice they don't count their dividend yield here. Why? Because they do certain things. They like to be quiet. They go, shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody that we give out like damn near 12% annually. And if you reinvest, it will be 12%. Shh, don't tell people because everybody would be dumping in there. I'm pretty sure that's not what they're saying. They want people's money. But the fact of the matter is, look at this. It's $53 and what did it close at? 85 cents today. So if people don't understand, it's $6.25 is what their dividend is annually. So we're going to go to the calculator for Google Calculator, and how you determine the yield is you take the stock price. So this is everybody for your investments period. You take the price that you're buying it for. All right, 53, that was 0.85, and you divide it by 6.25. Is that right? That's only 8.6. I don't like this number. Sorry, guys. 6.25. Sorry, I messed up. Divided by 53.85. There we go. There we go. 11.6% return if you buy at the $53.85. That's JP Morgan. So forgive me, I went backwards. My mind's a little messed up right now. I got like a little headache. I don't even get headaches, but I got a little pressure up here. It's rare. But anyhow, I don't even know why either. But here's what it is. $6.25 is the dividend. You divide that by the stock price. That gives you your annual yield for the purchase price. Now, here's what happens, though. Earlier in the day, the stock price was at $53.65 or something like that. So now when I do $53.06, let's just say, now it's 11.66. So you would have had that extra almost, now it was 11.7 almost if you round up. So that's what you're looking for. So later on, if the stock goes down even more, then what do? Dollar cost average. Buy some more of this. 11.6%, that's kind of significant. Now, let's go to the other one that I told the young gun, and everybody else knows about this who's been here, IEP. That's the stock, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got going on with them. 14.78% at this stock price, and it skyrocketed after hours, apparently, after it dropped. So again, somebody could have picked this up for 53.86. They would have been at nearly 15%, but nearly 15% is pretty good. Every year on your money and reinvest it and let your money keep making money. 10 years later, you're going to be very happy. 12 years, 15 years later, you're going to be very happy. All right. This is Icon. And just so people understand, he's got energy, automotive, food packaging, metals, real estate, home fashion, all in this. This is one hell of a ETF. I'll tell you that. So I highly recommend this. Now, what have we got? Our favorites, because we got to be in the financial industry, right? Billionaires. Number one, financial industry, ORC. Everybody knows about this for years. 16.52% is still one hell of a rate. How do we stay ahead, ladies and gentlemen? This is why you're getting beat. There's no way you can get 9, 10% increases on your income every year unless you are running a business, unless you are putting money into something that has a dividend or a return of 10% or more while you're sleeping. That's what you really want. How can you get 10% or more while you're sleeping? Because even if inflation, let's just say what it has been. All right. This is how come we're not getting ahead. We can't get ahead, ladies and gentlemen. You know the theme. I've been talking about this for a while, but we're going to talk about something else. Since the young gun asked about stocks, we have to bring them something, right? So Orchard Capital. Okay. AGNC, another double-digit dividend return. All right, here we go. 12.97, almost 13% here. So that's what we're looking for. We want double digits. We want 12. We want 13. We want 15. We want 16 and 17 and 18 and 19% return if we can get it every year, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you want. That's set it and forget it. You don't have nothing to cry about. And oh, by the way, in case anybody's not familiar with Robinhood and Webull, and you sit there and say, well, all I have is $50, but I want to get, like, let's say I want to get JP Morgan, the JEPI, it's 53. You can buy partial shares at Robinhood and Webull. All right. So you don't have to round it. You could say, I want to put in $100 and buy, let's say, AGNC here. And that 10 stocks is 110, right? So 110. And if you put in 100, it's going to buy like 9 shares. And then there'll be a little, like, I don't know if there'll be, maybe it's something left over. No, won't be anything left over actually. But anyhow, there'll be 9 shares. So if you said I'm going to buy 105, then it would be 9 shares and more than a half, or something like 9.5 shares, something like that. But you are going to earn dividends in the case of AGNC, every month. In case of ORC, every month. In case of JEPI, well, every 3 months. In the case of IEP, every 3 months. So again, speaking of over here on the left-hand side, oh my God, I forgot about NLY. Have to go look. I forgot about this. Let's see what NLY is doing. 16.91%. Now, keep in mind, ORC, AGNC, NLY, these are all REITs. Real estate investment trust generally. They do say it here, real estate investment trust. Now, is it a good idea to invest in real estate? Well, think about this for a second. All-time rent highs, check. Able to borrow from the Federal Reserve System so they can get interest-only loans in case something happens, check. Yeah, I like 16.9% for NLY. And by the way, we have NLY too. Okay, so how about that, ladies? I haven't talked about NLY in a while. Here goes another one then that's also double digits. GNL, which is a leasing company, Global Net Lease, that does retail office space, generally is their main staple, and they're at 11.25%. So if you don't want to mess in that field, because let's just call it what it is, it seems to be going away, right? Companies are starting to have their employees stay at home, because guess what? If you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars per month for an office space, and you're paying employees, and employees can stay at home, Jesus, you just saved millions of dollars per year. So all I'm saying is this is a thing. So you might want to consider this, but understand what you're dealing with when you're doing GNL at 11.25%. Yes, that's nice, but that would be last on my list out of all of these, quite frankly. All right. Now, let's get into some other situations here with regarding our financial stabilities, ladies and gentlemen. We got to keep doing this, right? All right. Let's see here. All right. Got the notification. Georges Charles, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here in the house. He says, happy Friday, money people. Happy Friday to you. Very happy to see you here. All right. And I knew what you meant, people. All right. How often do ETFs pay passively? Once yearly, quarterly? There you go, Miracle Bro. I believe I already answered it. But ORC, for instance, every month. AGNC, every month. Something I didn't say. P as in Paul, S as in Sam, E as in Eric, C as in Charles. That's known as PSEC, every month. NLY, every 3 months. JEPI, JEPI every 3 months. Which other one did I mention? IEP, the Carl Icahn, every 3 months. ETFs, generally every 3 months. And I got to mention my Vanguard group, VOO. I got to show them some love as well. So that's how it goes. And every now and then there's a special dividend some companies do. Miracle Bro says, also, are ETFs different from fractional shares? I downloaded Webull. I'm ready to start. So the way it works now is ETFs, if you understand me, ETFs are a bunch of stocks together. So in other words, they could have Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Ford Motor Company. They could have solar companies in there. They could have a bunch of different companies. That's what an ETF is. Fractional shares is when you buy one stock. Let's say I'm going to buy Tesla. Tesla is like, let's say it's $200. It's $196 actually, but let's say it's $200 a share, and I want to buy $50. Well, that's fractionally. I can buy 50. I can buy 75. I can buy 100. 150. I don't have to buy $196, or I can spend $300, and it'll allow me to. That'll get me one share plus almost another half a share, right? So that pretty much that fractional when your account 1.5 shares or whatever. That's the difference. And the same thing works. ETFs, like I said, if you go with JEPI and it's $53.85, and you say, well, I'm going to put in $40, that's a fractional share. You can still buy it. So it's on the stock market. All these are traded on Webull. The ones I mentioned are all on Webull. All right, Victor Morel. Here we go. I told you guys we have people in here that know something or two because they've been investing for a while. Here we go. Victor Morel says a miracle, bro. You should build a balanced portfolio of growth and dividend payout companies. VOOO. He's on the list. VOO 50%. There's his other favorite. SCHD 25%. VTI, another Vanguard group, 15%. JEPI 10%. This will expose you to over 5,000 USA and global companies. There you go. So once again, he added another one, VTI. There we go. And you have already heard about the others, but you pick whichever type of portfolio balance you want to do. So he gave a perfect example of what you could do, because that's 50% plus 25 is 75% plus 15 is 90, and then another 10 is 100%. So that's how he breaks it down. So in other words, for every $100, he's putting in, let's go, $50 to VOO, $25 to SCHD, and $15 to VTI, $10 to JEPI. So that's basically what we're saying. Hopefully you understand. So that's how he breaks it down. All right. I don't have SCHD, for instance. So, and I break mine down almost like it's a whole different 25, 20, because I like a few. So I have a few more than just those, but you can pick how you want to do it, how you want to allocate. You can't go wrong with any of these and others that I mentioned if you're getting a return on your money. Just let it sit and reinvest. At Miracle Bro, the key is to continue to invest regardless of the market condition. Same amount, same frequency, weekly or monthly, and don't let up. At the end of 15 to 20 years, you remember this. Thank you, Victor Morero. Once again, he pointed out, there's it exactly right. At the end of 15, 20 years, you're going to be shocked. Reason why you're going to be shocked, and a lot of people miss out on this information, is because they don't realize companies, you're actually investing in companies. And what I've talked about here, just like you want to be CEO of your life, what are you going to do? You're going to do the right thing for you. That's what you're going to do. So in other words, you're running a company, and all of a sudden the energy bill, it says, hey, we're going to raise the electricity here next year an extra $1,000. Well, you're going to pass that on to the cost of what you make. So you're not really going to pay for it. You're just going to raise the price of your goods to cover the $1,000 plus a little bit of change left over. You're just going to raise your price. That's all. So you get to stay ahead. That's what people don't understand. So when you are investing in a company today, they ultimately, by dollar-wise, will make more money in the future because of inflation. Once again, the dirty words, inflation. The cost of everything has to rise in a capitalist system. All right? That's just the way it goes. So 10 years from now, in fact, I'll do something like, in fact, let me show somebody something. This is one of the reasons why when you have a bull run, it gets crazy. Because I'm going to show you something. I'm going to, in fact, I'll use Tesla. I'll just use Tesla stock, for instance, because everybody knows Tesla. Let me see if I can max this out. People don't realize this is 2023. 15 years ago, here's a perfect example if it goes back that far. Does it go 15 years ago? That's 2010. Let's see where it goes. It only goes to, well, it doesn't matter. 13 years ago, it's $1.28. Can you imagine you said, let me have $100 worth of Tesla, and you had damn near 95 or whatever, 97, whatever it is, 95 shares. And just if you did 1 year, right? So now it's 2011 and it's $2.22. And now it's 45 more shares because you spent $100. So you're going to have 150 shares. Then you said, hey, it's 2013, it's 241. And now you have another 35 shares or whatever. So now you have 200 shares. Okay. Well, those 200 shares for whatever you would have purchased them for, $400. I believe Elon split 3 times, if I'm not mistaken, 4-1, 5-1, and I don't know the other one. So if you would have been holding 400 shares, you would be holding 400 times 5, 2,000 shares, 2,000 times 4, 8,000 shares, plus the other split, which I don't remember, was 3-1 or something like that. You'd be holding like 20,000 shares. So now, 13 years later, even at 196, you can start having visions of grandeur, right? So the same rules are going to apply. I'm not saying it's that cheap, but what we see today with, let's just say Tesla is able to do their up and down cycle and still be innovative and be able to go up in price. This 196 you have today, this $200, 15 years from now, because the cost goes up, means that this stock could actually be $400 or $500 or $600, right? It may not be 1,000, but you never really know how this is all going to shake out. So as long as you keep it dollar cost averaging and invest whether it's every month, every week, however you want to do it, you stay the course. Now, upsides, we have to be real here in the field. The upside is down the line, you're going to be set. The downside is you have to leave the money sitting and not really use it. And inflation occurred just like what happened in the last 2 years. Things started fluctuating so high that people started abandoning their investments. Right? So they had to spend their money on some other life-saving food, water, whatever. And so these are the little things that come up that you have to think about. All right. So hopefully we got it, Miracle Bro. Victor Marrero, thank you from the young gun. All right. Inflation. Exactly, Georges Charles. Inflation killing folks out here. You got that right. And so there's only one thing that you have to do. I have to agree. The inflation is killing us. And that means you have to understand you are being left behind financially. And so we give financial freedom opportunities here. And number one, business. Get a business started. And once again, I have to promote my favorite place, Opus Virtual Office, because I'm telling you, do not run your business out of your home if you don't have to, due to safety reasons, is my number one thing. So that's why you want to have a virtual office, an office that answers your phone in your company name. That's right. Somebody answers the phone, a live operator. They say, hello, this is XYZ company. How can I help you? I want to speak to Eric. Hold on, I'll transfer you. Much more professional. And then she transfers to my cell phone or any other number that where I'm at. And that's how you can get me. Or it goes to the voicemail. But either way, that's for starters. The other thing, it's a commercial business address. So that's nice. Commercial business address looks very well when I have a business, and Opus Virtual Office actually reports my on-time payments to my business credit file. So now it's helping me with my business credit as well. They give you the business phone number. It's included. They also give you a business fax number. And oh yeah, you get to choose your numbers. They have like 10 or 12 different numbers that you can choose from. They generally have pretty good numbers. I mean, where you look on a keypad and it might be all 4 corners, or like 4522 ends in, something easy. So they provide both a business fax number and a business telephone number, which you can have on 411. How do you like that so far? It's only $99 per month, and that is a tax deduction. Pay 12 months in advance, get 1 month free. That's their little promotion. And also, don't forget to use the YG1 so you don't have to pay the administrative fee. Use our code YG1. Y is in you, G is in George, 1. The link down below will also tell you the promo code. All right. So hopefully that helps out with that. Now, let's keep it moving because the money game is here. So far, the young gun asked a question. It turns out being pretty good. All right. Agree with Eric, Victor Morel. The beauty of Webull, Robinhood, and Fidelity is that you can buy fractional shares. This has been a game changer for majority of folks. Exactly. That's very well said, because traditionally people didn't even understand that they could buy fractional shares because they generally weren't in Fidelity or weren't in E-Trade or weren't in whoever. So now people understand they can do it more often. Victor Morel, Miracle. What I mean is the total amount of money you decide to invest, break the amount into those percentage buckets. If you invest 100 total, put 50. Oh, he's saying what I was saying. Okay, put 50 in VOO, 25 SCHD, 15 VTI, $10 JEPI. Very well said, Victor Morero. He was ahead of me, apparently. All right. Yes, I understand. Here we go. Very important is your time frame for pulling the money. If you need the money in less than 5 years, be conservative. 5 to 10 years, be moderate to aggressive. More than 10 years, be aggressive and let it rip. I agree with that 110%. Very sound advice and recommendations, ladies and gentlemen. Why earn 3% if you're going to wait 20 years? That makes no sense. Why? Because it'll take you 3 years to get to 9%. Meanwhile, inflation is kicking your ass, right? So you need something that's going to be up there. So when inflation is under your number, you get to stay ahead, way ahead. So consider all of that. All right. I know each ETF is different, but generally, does it take time to generate significant returns on investments? Yes. On the stock market, it generally takes time. Now, if you're going to put in a large sum, where we're talking about, let's say, a couple 100,000, even 100,000, if you were going to do that and you said, okay, I'm going to put in 100,000, and then you said, I'm going to make it where I get 11% across my investments, right? So or I'll make it easy, 12%. So 1,000 a month will be coming in. So you can either reinvest that or have it come out. So then you have $1,000 a month, which is still, that's free money of your own return. So that's not bad. So it's not short term. I don't consider stock market investing is not short term. That's a long term play. All right. We have to do something else if you're going to do short term plays. And that means, like I was saying, start a business, get an Opus virtual office. You're safe at home. And also, Opus virtual office is commercial. And if you ever they have offices all over the United States and Canada. So if you're on the road or traveling around or wanted to meet somebody at the office, then you can rent office space, $25 an hour, $35 an hour, whatever. It's 35 or 25. And it depends on if you're going to get the board. All right. So you can get an individual office or the boardroom, take your pick, or whatever other office types they have, depending on the location. All right. So how much can you make in short term compared to long term when investing consistently? So again, it's all going to depend on your return. So if you were lucky enough to have ORC, IEP when they were 20% for dividends annually, and you had 100,000, that means you're getting $20,000 a year. All right. In dividend and money. So if that was the case, then you're going to be doing very, very well in short term, because in 5 years, you got $100,000. Actually, you're going to have more than that if you reinvested it. So and actually, you're going to have $20,000 a year coming in all the time if you just all took out your $1,500 or $1,600 every month. But if you leave it in there, then it's just going to continue to grow. So that's why it's very powerful. So it all depends on what you're doing. Right now, if you could get 15 or 14% returns, and you would have to put in large sums. But I mean, that's what we're talking about. If you did 200,000 and it was 14%, that's like $28,000 a year if it's a $200,000 in, and that's over $2,000 per month. Year one, never mind year five, because short term I'm going to consider as 5 years or something. So if you just reinvested everything for 5 years, you would be at, what would that be? 20, 30 times 5, 150. So you'd be at probably, well, reinvestment wise, you'd probably be at 400,000. And now you're still going to be sitting there being able to take out 14% of that. That starts adding up. Now you see why the rich get richer. Top 10% own 89% of the stock market. There's a reason. And that's why they put their money into things like this. And even if it was safer, that was only 9% annually, when you start accumulating large sums of money, they're not going to care. If somebody has $1 million, they'll gladly take 9% on an ETF. No problem. 9% on any stock. They'll be happy. So it all depends. So again, Victor Morrell says at Miracle Bro, for short term, stay away from the market. Put your money in a high yield savings account. The two I use are Goldman Sachs, 3%, Wealthfront, 4.5. There we go. I personally, Victor Morrell does that safe zone. He's a young gun though, Victor Morrell. Remember, he's only like in his 20s. So he's got a long way to go. We don't want him doing, well, I would recommend, Victor Morrell's doing the conservative approach. I'm like, hold on, dude's got 50 years, 40 years to live. He wants to be Superman sooner than later. So, hey, let it rip right now. All right. Mr. De La Cruz is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Very nice to see you once again. He brings the tagline tonight. Good evening, SSN Nation. I'm having a drink at a bar right now, but I will watch the entire video over the weekend. All right. Be safe out there, man. Have fun. Thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support as well. All right. Actually, Goldman Sachs APY on their online savings went up to 3.75 APY, and it would go up again. Will go up again. A high yield is not enough. That's right, Georges Charles. A high yield will not be enough because we are being left behind financially. So if I'm using my disposable income, part of the duffel bag of cash, buying some stocks, yes, that's long term. We need to speed up the timeline. Aha. Businesses can speed up timelines because your business can give you a higher rate of return, but you also have a risk factor, especially if 9 out of 10 businesses fail after 1 or 2 years. That is a problem. After you put money into the business, then you think in your head, hey, I could have put money over here. So this is why we like, and I like to recommend something where I can just put my money in, and then once I have it, now I get to get passive income coming into the door. That's what we really want. That's why the advent of Amazon, eBay, and all this social media marketing was very, very good at the beginning, because there wasn't that many people, and you would have your product or services sitting there, and people then would buy it from you, and you didn't have to go searching for the customer. No cost of acquisition or hardly any. And then as more people came in, now you had to start doing extra things where cost of acquisition, better cameras, better, speaking of that, microphones, better everything now, because everybody else has better. And so in order to compete, you have to upgrade. So it's costing you a little bit of money. And because there's more people, more of the dollars are being shared. So that's how this all works. But thank you so much, because the high yield is not enough. That's how they keep us down. That's how they keep the foot on our necks, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you're not good enough, if you haven't been lucky enough or good enough to have a high-paying job, and you always had to deal with, let's just say 40,000, 45,000, 50,000 a year in this environment, that would have been fine 20 years ago. But in this environment, you're teeter-tottering when rental rates for apartments and homes are skyrocketing, where you're going to have to earn $6,000 a month. That means you have to make 72,000. So you can't no longer hang on making 40, 45, 43 unless two people in the household's doing this. So that's where the problem's coming in, getting squeezed out as single individuals. Then you have a household income, so you have to be with someone else. And if one of you does 45 and another does 80, that's 120. That's nice. But again, if you want to buy a $500,000 house, guess what? That 120 won't qualify you. That's how it works. You got to make more than that. All right. So just that's what is going on here. And speaking of that, high yield's not enough. So where do we have to go? First of all, you have to live somewhere. So either you live somewhere and pay for where you live, or you live somewhere and have someone else pay for where you live. And that might be confusing to some, but as you guys know, this is the home of the pre-construction condo information. All right. So you have no reason not to be able to go in and buy yourself some investment property. All right. You're going to have to compete with the big boys. Who's the big boys? Who we were just talking about. Look who's in the house tonight. Curtis Davis is here with the icon next to his name. And he's also known as Mr. Financial in these streets here in the SSN Nation. And he brings his tagline. Good evening, SSN family. Financial freedom means passive income. That's what the mantra in 2023. Yes, indeed. Always be making money. That goes along with the passive income and showing the bags, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get those bags. And if you want to find out about some other financial news and information, show some love for Mr. Financial here. He's known in the YouTube streets as Chili Davis. That's right. He has his own channel. Go check him out. Show some love. He's part of the SSN Nation. We got to get him up to 1,000 subscribers. He doesn't have enough subscribers. Come on now. He's dropping gems, videos every day, giving out information to help people make financial decisions. And again, no cost, no guru zone. SSN University, SSN Academy, SSN Nation member. He's all of that and helping people. Rising tides lifts all boats, as you guys know that I always say. Now, we've been at this for about an hour, so please smash that like button. That's so the YouTube guys know that I'm here. You're here. People are here. And go check out Chili Davis. Show some love. Smash that like button. All right. Give him some love, ladies and gentlemen. All right. OMF. Oh my, One Main Financial. Very, very well. One Main. All right. OMF. Let me see. I don't know what OMF's is because they've started skyrocketing it. Oh, wait. I messed up. OMF. Okay. I messed that up. OMF. Let's see. 41, 40, 43.74, 9.14% in the safe zone. I like OMF. I'm not mad at them at all. And woo, they bounced up a little bit today, just a 0.26. But you know why they're going to bounce up a little bit. These financial and mortgage guys and people doing this, they don't mind when the Federal Reserve start talking about increasing interest rates because they get to tap on the shoulder of everybody that's holding interest with them, especially in the credit card side. And they say, oh, the prime rate increased, so please sign here that you agree that now you're going to have to pay a higher interest rate. Yeah, they don't lose. Remember that. Top 10 percenters don't lose. And you want to be a top 10 percenter. Here we go. George's Charles is telling it like it is. You need real estate, passive income coming in. He's got it exactly right. That's where we're going with the pre-construction because no credit check, no qualifying for pre-construction. And speaking of that, look, I've been telling people about this Lofty Brickle. Haven't been able to sell this baby out. You know what? I'm gonna go over here and check this out. Okay, we talk about cons here. Forget over Miami, ladies. One of the other hot spots on the planet people are moving to. for all kind of reasons. So here, a little problem. Let's see. All right, we're not disappearing. We're not. Okay, here we go. LoftyBrickle.com. Some of you may have seen this before. Some of you may not have seen this before. Lofty Brickle, this is it, is coming. Here we go. Oh my. Spacious, fully furnished, fully finished and furnished 1 to 3 bedroom residences. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you know that they did not start at 890K. They were half that. It was 420, I believe, was the lowest unit price a year and a half ago. It's now double. That's incredible. The studio is what I'm referring to. So are you telling me a studio now costs 890K or the 1 bedroom? Well, I guess we're going to go find out. But I just want to show you guys. I won't play the video. Here's the Lofty Brickle looking building on the river. They're going to have their own little marina out here, and it's appropriate to have the little yacht right here under the, again, the people mover, monorail, whatever you want to call it. You can get on that. The train's coming downtown. This is one hell of a spot, I will say. But don't worry, there's going to be others coming. But they haven't sold this out, and now I see why. Because if they have moved things up to 890, that's a whole nother ball game. Even for pre-construction, that's limits to who can stay at this place or buy it. So I do want to play the video. I do want to show something. Let's see here. I can't show. They changed this a little bit. Here we go. Amenities. All right, let's just go here. I'm going to make this short and sweet because this right here, we have a few people that may consider buying this, but I like this. This is nice pool area with the cabanas and all that. Suites of amenities. All right, all right. Welcome to the club, Lofty. Members only, private entrance to check-in. Members only, riverfront terrace, social lounge, private rum and cigar room, live music stage. Oh my. Okay, I guess they're going to figure them cars in the house. All right, that's cool with me. Cocktails, wines, rooms featuring small plates, bespoke live evening entertainment, living room, lounge, and co-working spaces. Oh yeah. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? But you know what's funny? A lot of these amenities are in some of the coolest projects in Punta Cana. Yes, it's no Miami, but that's what they're making in Punta Cana, and you can only spend like less than 200,000. And some of these projects are going to have, well, casinos, nightclubs, bars, restaurants, recording studios, amphitheaters, several pools, man-made lakes and beaches, fitness rooms. I mean, same stuff that's at Lofty Brickle, except it ain't going to cost you no $890,000. And it won't be in Miami, but it's going to be in the Miami of the Caribbean. Punta Cana is being set up for Miami of the Caribbean, ladies and gentlemen. And look at here, poolside, let's see, artfully landscape, fitness center with river and city views, yoga studio, men's and women's locker rooms, sauna and steam rooms, cold plunge pool. Oh, for all the people that are into fitness, bar and coffee, game areas, DJ station. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. There's only 2 projects inside of Punta Cana that rivals the amenities that this place has. And you guys know what they are. Cruise on Land and Larimar. They're the only ones that's going to rival all these amenities that they have. And in fact, they have all these amenities and more because they can't have an amphitheater here. But I'm going to give them credit. They have a little limited space. So they can't have an amphitheater, but they can have a little lounge with live music, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to give them credit. They can't have a casino because you have to be regulated for that. So I'm not going to hold that against them. But they have pools. They have a spa, women's and men's locker rooms, yoga. Hey, this is pretty nice. I told you guys these were going to be worth $1 million, but I didn't think 890. That's close to $1 million. I figured they'll be worth $1 million in like 2024, 2025. That's when I figured those studios and one bedrooms would be $1 million. So, Jesus, I can't believe it. It might reach 2024. It might be in there somewhere. I didn't mean to say 2024. I thought it would be 2025. But they might get to $1 million for the studio, freaking one bedroom unit. Might be $1 million. Man, sometimes I'm gonna have to start taking clips out of these live streams. Go back and take out a clip, so then you guys will be like, "Wait, he said that like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. He said get it now, while you can." And it's pre-construction, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That's the beauty of it. All right, let's go. Let me see. Where did I leave off? Real Estate by Georges Charles. We have to do real estate. Yes, I agree with you. More ways than one. That's right. 130K, not enough. Exactly. Hey, anybody out here buy a $500,000 house? 550? They'll tell you either had to reduce your expenses, or they're going to say we need to show like 150 household, somewhere in that ballpark. 140, 150, 130 won't cut it. Because you have cars, you bought liabilities on loans, you bought loans with cars and credit cards, and you owe an extra 20, 30 G's. And they're saying, I'm sorry, we can't give you this house. You have to get rid of all that debt. That's why you kill yourself with the debt, ladies and gentlemen. Any career professionals here? Georges Charles? Yes, we have a few. Mr. Cool let the cat out the bag, said he retired. So I don't know what profession he was in, but nonetheless, Victor Marrero's up to retire from his corporate job. What's his video? Whose video? I don't know whose video you mean though. 2023 year of financial freedom. Thank you so much, Miracle Bro, for the $5 donation. The young gun, I appreciate it greatly. 2023 year of financial freedom. That's right, Miracle Bro. You already started. You got some real estate. You're renting it out. You're doing the damn thing that you should be doing, because guess what's going to happen? Look, I already told everybody who's new here, all my rental properties, which are short-term rentals, I've already raised things up 10% already from damn near 20%. From last year, I'm raising them up 10% for 2024. I started doing some calendars because people want to book 2024 right now. So I was like, wait, I better start getting my calendar stuff together. So something that was like 519 is now like 569, 579 in some cases. And the hotels, they've lost their minds, especially hotels that are a little upscale and have amenities. They've lost their freaking minds. All right. You guys know I was sitting here last week, Ridge Tahoe. Ridge Tahoe on the weekend is crazy. It used to, this is crazy. 3 years ago, ski season, somebody would rent like $349. That'd be the weekend rate during ski season. The resort would charge like $399, $429. The resort now is charging $659 a night for a 2-bedroom. Is that incredible? So I'm not charging $349 anymore. Next year, it's $579. Because next year, if they're $629, $645, they're going to be up to who knows what next year, $675, $685. I'm still going to be below them by a lot. So people are like, wait a minute. And they charge resort fees. So that actually, even though that's $645 this year, they had $25. So the person is paying $680 plus taxes of 11, 12%. So they're into the 700s per night. They're looking for a lifeline. They're just like, wait, 2 nights on a weekend is going to cost me $1,450. But wait, there's a guy on Airbnb that's wait, this is only $1,200, $1,200. They're like, I'll take that. That beats me spending damn near $1,500. See how it works, ladies and gentlemen? That's why it's very powerful on why we need the places in Punta Cana, those 5-star resorts at Larimar. That's why you want those. Because if those 5-star resorts are charging, say, $600 a night for a hotel room, everybody that's the condo renting, people look around and say, I want to stay there, but I don't want to spend $600 or something a night. These guys are talking about $199 a night. I'll spend that, no problem, and have 2 bedrooms and have lake view or ocean views and city views for that matter, city and ocean views. All right, I have good news about Larimar, but thank you so much, Miracle Bro, with the $5 donation. I humbly appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, here we are. Agree with Georges. Build a real estate portfolio. Invest a portion of your pay in the market for long term. There you go. Victor Morel has said the other piece to the puzzle. Get that passive income from somebody else giving it to you. Then you use that money to invest in other assets. So you're compounding. And that's where it automatically goes, ladies and gentlemen. How do you do it? We already have the playbook for you. All you have to do is walk through the door. We talk pre-construction here right now because no credit check, no qualifying. And there's another caveat that a lot of people do know here, but I'm just going to say it in case we have new viewers. Here's the situation. The Federal Reserve is going to have to raise the interest rates. Now, come on, they're going to be, little chumps and do 0.25, to help their buddies. But when this all shakes out in about 8-9 months, they're going to start reducing interest rates. What does that mean to you? You better be holding real estate because they're going to start reducing it. And by 2025, when they get back down to 5%, 4.5% loan values, people are going to be refining, doing all kind of crazy because some people are going to have 8% notes, 7.5%, 8.9% interest rates for their house. When they get down to 5, 4.5, people are going to refi, but some people are going to sell, and the home prices are going to skyrocket because guess who else is in on the game plan? This is why this is what I'm loving. I'm going to show you guys right now what I'm talking about. Oh, that's not what I want. Let me see if I still have this. Oh, I wanted to bring something to your attention, but I can't do it because I think I messed up. Anyhow, what I was tonight was American Homes, like Blackstone. They are out here buying up property, single family homes. Here we go. All right, I did bring it up. Here we go. I'm going to show you guys. I don't need to, but Lofty Brickell, Miami, ladies and gentlemen, for some cool if you can afford it. Now, here we go. Let me get this on the screen so everybody can see this. All right, where are we at? Wow, taking its sweet time. Okay, take your sweet time. Wall Street has purchased hundreds of thousands of single-family homes since the Great Recession. All right, so let me why I'm very confident. This is why everybody who gets at Punta Cana, you guys are going to love life. Everybody who gets into real estate who has pre-construction is going to love life. Because of this right here. When the interest rates go back down, these large Wall Street companies, they can go in and borrow, get their interest-only loans. That's traditionally what they're going to get for 10 years. All right? They get to go out here and buy thousands of single-family homes. What does that do? That increases the value of the homes. You're not going to have a choice. They're going to go up. And then you have consumers going, hey, interest rates are low. Let me get my house right now. Because even at $800,000 home, if interest rates is like $3,000, that's $2,400, right? Mortgage. That means you have to make $7,500, let's say. Now, whereas right now, an $800,000 home at 7.5%, that's like 6 G's. So you got to make 18, you got to make $200,000. All right. So those are the differences just on the same price. Never mind when the price of the home goes down and your interest rates are going down. That means more people are jumping in the market, which now means those who buy at the bottom win because the homes are going to double in price in a fast time, because you're going to have Wall Street out here competing with you, buying 10% of homes. That's right. They're going to be buying about 10% of homes because they're going to have the free money or the cheap money to buy it, and then charge you $2,500, $3,500 a month. So here we are, Wall Street purchase. Here's what that means for rental prices. And that's another thing. That means if they own them, they're going to create a situation that what they've already done. They've raised the interest or the rental rates high. What does that mean? Everybody that's holding real estate, whether you want to do monthly or short-term rentals, guess what happens? They rise. You didn't even have to do anything but own property, and now they're setting up everything for you. This is like the easiest way to catch fish that I've ever seen in my life, beside the 2007, 2008 scenario. All right. That also turned into where people, if you would have known me at that point, I would have been telling you, hey, man, you better get this house right here, or get yourself some short-term rentals, do whatever you got to do, get some real estate, because from that point on, you will be able to eat for the rest of your life. Just like what's going to happen again, or should happen again. We're going to find out if they can do this soft landing. They've been trying, but let's get into this. All right. Blackstone, Pretium Partners bought tens of thousands of homes across the U.S. Sun Belt. All right. Prices for detached homes have increased faster in key Sun Belt states than the national average. Oh, do you think? Because they're outbidding people. They don't care. They have cheap money. All right. Now, institutional investors do not yet control a large market share in housing, but analysts writing at MetLife Investment Management suggest they could by 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, hold on. You better pay attention to this right here. They're not saying this for no reason. There's a reason. Just what I'm telling you. When the interest rates go down in 2024 and 2025, all these companies that are actively trying to buy single-family homes, they will be able to get interest-only loans for 10 years, 15 years. So if they borrow $50 million and all they have to pay is 1% a year for 10 years, do you know how many homes they are going to be able to buy? And all of us who own real estate, you're going to be sitting there rubbing your hands together saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, because home prices are going to be off the charts. That's why they're saying this by 2030, because interest rates are going to stay low for like at least 2 years before the next bubble, because the next bubble is going to be the biggest bubble of ever in the shortest time frame ever, in my opinion. So that's 6 years away, 7 years away from now, but 1 year away from when interest rates start getting down, and 1.5 years, in my estimation, when they'll be down to about 4.5. So that's where we're headed, and they know it. This isn't rocket science. This is just capitalism, and this is how they operate, because they want to control everything. Because once they control everything, if you control homes and where people live, then that means you can dictate everything. I can dictate what you're going to buy at the store. I raise the prices there. I can dictate what you're going to buy or where you're going to live. I raise the prices there. Where you're going to work at. You're going to work for me, subpar income. So you can do paycheck to paycheck. But meanwhile, I just get to keep buying up all the assets. That would be a good Monopoly game. Well, they're playing Monopoly right now, and you better get on board, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know I've been talking about this. You have nothing to lose at this point. This is your money game is here. All right. I keep telling everybody, and I got to congratulate everybody. Every live stream, I should congratulate you guys. Everybody that's got pre-construction property, everybody who's bought real estate prior to 2020 or even 2020 and before, everybody who's going to buy real estate after 2023 or in 2023, congratulations. Because holding property, I don't care what it is, condos, homes, manufactured homes, storage units, multifamily, I don't care what it is. When they bring this interest rate down the next time, if you guys think 2020, 2021 and 2022 was something, what do you think is going to happen the next time? There won't be a pandemic. There won't be this job situation where people were sitting at home laid off, and there was these checks coming in. This is going to be off the charts because these guys, hedge funds, are going to be out here buying homes. They're going to be part of the ecosystem along with ordinary citizens, all saying, let me get this, because they're going to say, hey, and heaven forbid if interest rates got down to 3.5. Because if that happens, people are going to they don't care about $1 million house. That they won't care. They'll buy them. So anything that's around 400,000, 500,000, 300,000 now, people lose their minds. They'll be buying it $900,000, $1 million. And yes, I'm talking about in Florida. I'm talking about in Texas. I'm talking about in the South, where traditionally everything's cheap. Ohio, all of that. People are going to be losing their minds. And how else will you get a equity or hundreds of thousands of dollars in 2 or 3 years just from a small investment? You can't. So when the young gun Miracle Bro says, hey, how can I get the quickest return on my money? Well, quickest return on your money is going to be getting real estate right now. Well, not actually. Don't buy a house right now. Pre-construction, yes. Buying a house right now, no. All right. You got to wait at least another 4 or 5 months. All right. 6 months, 5 or what are we in February? So yeah, 4 months is 6, 7, 5 months out. All right. That's what we want to do. So, it's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Agree with George. Just build a real estate portfolio. I'll repeat it again. Invest a portion of your pay in the market for long term. Victor Morrell, this is sound advice, as I mentioned before. Unless you want to go all in with real estate, then pedal to the metal from the start. There you go. Exactly right. Exactly right. Chili Davis. Oh, I see what's happening here. Chili Davis. What's his video? Chili Davis. No, on his channel, you got to go to Chili Davis to check out his videos. He does the updates for stocks, financial news and information, and credit occasionally, things like that. In stock. Yep, stock. And Dream Miller's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And she has the icon next to her name. And that reminds me of SSN Nation, SSN Academy, SSN University, the No Guru Zone. And Dream Miller's in the house. She brings her tagline. Hi, Eric and SSN family. Long time. Yes, it has been a long time. Andrea Miller, thank you so much for being here. Very, very nice to see you once again. Yes. And that's who she always reminds me of, the SSN Academy, SSN University. She's the one. All right. Well, Andrea Miller, hopefully everything's been going well for you and family. Georges Charles, I'm blessed to have a high-paying executive job and use the extra income to invest. I can't just rely on the job alone. Exactly, because you're going to get outpaced. Even if you did make 6 figures, your 6 figures can only buy 10% less of what it could buy last year. And then if you do 2 years ago, now it's 20% less unless you got a raise. So how do you stay ahead? He knows the rules. Passive income. That's what we need. Extra streams of income coming in so we can offset, because sometimes you can't increase your business profits, nor can you increase your passive income 20% year over year. So that's very hard to do. You have to have some assistance from somewhere. So that's why we talk about it here. Your money game is here now, ladies and gentlemen. Life-changing. The transfer of wealth. If you haven't already got on board in the last 2 or 3 years, you're going to have to get on board this year. And I'm afraid after let's call it 2026. If you guys, I'm still here talking to you guys, you're gonna see something by that time. It's gonna be like, and you know what that means? A whole bunch of people are gonna be left off on the first floor, and down there starving on the first floor too. Everybody else is gonna be up in their penthouses and not coming down, because they're going to have all the assets, or have a lot of assets. Extra streams are coming in. So they're going to be mobile. They can live anywhere, go anywhere, and they won't have to be where Tent City possibly is going to be going on. I mean, it's going to be bad. All right. Hello, family, from Curtis Davis. All right. Curtis Davis, what's the name of your YouTube channel? George's Charles, it's Chili Davis. Chilly, Chili Davis. There we go. Everybody go over there to Chili Davis's channel, otherwise known as Curtis Davis. Mr. Financial here has his own YouTube channel. We got to show some love. So go over there and subscribe. Click the all notification bell. He's out. All right. Well, George Charles, you cannot rely on your job alone. That's a mistake. Majority mistakes. Majority makes. They call it playing safe. Exactly, Victor Morrell. I have yet to meet a wealthy person that played it safe without taking risks. Morrell, look, Victor Morrell dropping gems tonight. He said it exactly right. There is one thing that a wealthy person is not. Traditionally, if you go to wealthy, most people would have worked somewhere for a long time, and then they would say, I have my pension coming in. Generally, you have to take other risk. But not everybody has to go that long route, especially in this day and age. Nobody is guaranteed to work at a company for 30 years. Hell, a company being around for 30 years is kind of wild when you think about it. These days, you can't even tell me for a fact Tesla's going to be around. You can't tell me any of the EV makers are going to be around. You can't tell me which companies are going to be around. Cell phones companies are going to be around. You never know what's going to happen. All right. Because if you go back 25 years ago, Motorola, Ericsson, they were like the top dogs. Samsung, okay. Apple, okay. But the makers, Nokia, all them guys, all of a sudden, people are like, who? Right? It's like, who are you talking about? Nokia. Do they even make phones? It's like Motorola. They still trying to make phones, garbage phones. What the? It's crazy out here, right? You never know what's going to happen. So it's getting crazy. Can't play it safe anymore. Not if you want to put yourself in position. This is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep saying it. This is going to be something that hasn't been seen before. So when Victor Morrell is actually talking about playing it safe, everybody could generally play safe if you had a job and it paid decently enough. You didn't have to worry about increase of inflation jumping off the charts. Well, that's going to change. Not only will you need to make more money, your job's going to have to pay you more, or you're going to have to create it. But inflation is not going away like these guys keep claiming. It's not going to happen. They're doing QE, and when they reduce interest rates, it's going to be right back at more QE. So therefore, inflation is here to stay. They can lie and say it's 2%, but it'll never be 2% again. They would have to cut off doing quantitative easing and print for like 5 to 10 years and keep interest rates at this type of level or higher. How much to invest in that lofty brickle? Okay, you have to do you have to give up 90. Well, okay, if you wanted to buy, let's say, the one bedroom for 900,000, you got to do 90,000. And then they have plans where you can do every 6 months payments, every 3-month payments, or month-to-month payments. So you can set up your own type payment plan. So it's similar. That's like 10% and then 30, 35% during construction, something like that. That's one of the, you can do whatever you want to do, but the minimums is 10% down. So in this case, now that they're up to 900 grand, it's 90 grand down. And then your payment's probably going to be like 3 G's a month, somewhere in that ballpark during construction, because you're talking about 30%, that's 270. They're going to finish it in like 2 years. Yeah, so you'd have 24 payments, 27 payments. So you can start figuring out the math. It's going to start escalating because they don't have 3 or 4 years to build anymore. It's only about, I think 2 years is probably the max. Curtis Davis, especially in Miami, 130K salary, you won't make it downtown in the 305. Got that right. You can forget it. That's a wrap. Ain't going to happen. That amount in downtown Miami, you're broke, paycheck to paycheck. Exactly, Victor Morrell. San Francisco, New York, LA. Yeah, all the major cities, it's out of control. Very well said once again. All right. All right. Speaking of Orlando, Miami, there's a new light train connect coming in March. There you go. The speed. They're trying to make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. Connect the corridor. Now, I don't know how effective because I don't really know how Florida is different because you have Orlando in Central Florida. Tampa is nearby, so that connection would make sense. But what other city are you going to in Central Florida? I mean, those are the only 2 spots. So it would make sense if I had a high-speed train between those 2 spots. But then if I go high speed from Orlando to Miami, what am I talking about here? There's nothing happening. I mean, unless you want to start calling Vero Beach the Hamptons of the South as a stop, where the Mets or Dodgers used to have their spring training teams. But hey, maybe Vero Beach, you go through Port St. Lucie, then you come down finally to West Palm Beach. But that's a long way, not close by. So then but once you're in South Florida, West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, now we're talking. But I don't know how that little thing's going to work because that's a long distance. It's not like in Cancun where they're making their train and you're hitting these cities that are only like 50 to 75 miles apart. It's way longer from Orlando down to South Florida. All right. Yeah. So I don't know what that's about. Anyhow, it's got to be like 5 hours by train, I would imagine, minimum, just to get to West Palm Beach or Fort Lauderdale. Probably West Palm Beach. But anyhow, all I'm saying is we'll see what it looks like. But thank you so much for mentioning that, Mr. Financial. I didn't realize that. All right, let's keep going, ladies and gentlemen. Eric, you said Curtis Davis has his own YouTube channel right under what name? Chili Davis. Chilly Davis. That's his YouTube channel. Chili Davis. Go check him out. All right, he mentioned it again. Right there. Chili Davis. And did I go back? Eric, how much to invest in Live? A 10% down. And their units are sweet too. I probably should have shown the units. At Curtis Davis from Victor Morrell, yes, high-speed train, Brightline, already working. They're looking at expanding that from Orlando to Tampa, exactly as it should be. This is big money for Orlando Rentals. Exactly. Does anybody know how high speed it is? I'm pretty damn sure we're not talking about any Euro type high speed. So what are we talking about? 75 miles an hour or something? Car speed on the turnpike? I mean, what are we talking about here? Because if they start saying something like 120 miles per hour, okay, now we're talking 2.5, 3 hours in the South Florida, or vice versa. You're in South Florida and you say, hey, I'm going to take the train up to Orlando. Okay. This is what you want. You want an ecosystem. So speaking of ecosystems, Miami, Orlando, they're trying to hook up an ecosystem. Fair enough. Punta Cana, they're hooking up their ecosystem by bringing in Orlando type events, such as Kathmandu amusement park. They're trying to bring in condos like what you would find in downtown Miami. Build these type of things with amenities. They're bringing in everything. Hollywood is even over in Dominican Republic right now, shooting movies. All right. So a lot of things are happening. The hot spot. So you need property in a hot spot. Miami's a hot spot. Yes. Orlando's a hot spot. Tampa's a hot spot. Yes. But how much is the hot spot going to cost you? That's the question. I'm not trying to spend $500,000. That's the thing, right? For $500,000, you really want 3 or 4 or 5 properties if you can get them. So, but yeah, that's big money, all right. That changes the game. We're talking about high speed, like 120, 140. If we can go anything like that, then that's a whole different ball game. Victor, Florida, all about money plus tourists, but that's what Florida is. Exactly. That's all it is, because right now, in about a month and a half, 45 days, nobody's going to be going down to Florida from Canada and all that, because it's over. People start leaving at the end of March into April, and they have an extra few thousand people in few million in Southwest Florida. I don't know how many's over in the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area for tourist season, but after that, it scales back. But Miami's an international city, so nothing scales back in Miami and Fort Lauderdale area. People are there all the time. That's what's going to happen in Punta Cana or Dominican Republic, for that matter. All right. So we're going to keep talking about it, ladies and gentlemen. There's a future of 20-somethings with bad debt and financial bondages. Exactly. Exactly. The young guns out here, take a page out of Miracle Bros book. He's only in his 20s. Buy real estate as soon as you can that you can rent out. Instead of buying yourself a home, buy real estate and then live with buddies. We'll do whatever you got to do, but rent out your unit, and that unit, your profit, you use that to pay for wherever you're going to live. So I used to tell my friends, don't go buying a home first. They would be like, why? I said, because you're on your 20s, your job, you're just starting out, but you're locked. Unless you're going to say later on, because you're going to find out you want passive income coming in. You're going to have to now put down 25% for your next property. And most properties, well, in Cali, properties have been $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 for years. So 25%, you're going to have $125,000, $150,000, $175,000. So we want to bypass that scenario, right? The money game is here, ladies and gentlemen. We want bondages. Eric, forget I asked about Lofty Brickle, close to $1 million. Ouch. I'm better off buying more at Punta Cana. Exactly, Georges Charles. Exactly. 650K instead, buying one house in Florida, same amount. I got 4 properties in Punta Cana. There you go. There you go. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, he said it right. 1% loans for billionaire investors. Exactly. They're not giving them to you or me. Oh, 1% loans and interest only. It's crazy, crazy stuff. If you got some of these contracts, you would throw up. You'd be like, no wonder these guys are getting rich. You'd be like, okay, it's easy to see. You can imagine right now, you sit there and said, hey, I'm going to buy this house for $500,000. And they go, oh, yeah, we'll give you interest only for 10 years. You'd be like, what did you just say? Interest only. How much is my interest on a 3% loan that I just bought this house for? And they're like, oh, you owe $1,500 a month. But interest-wise, it's only $350 a month or something. Well, actually, it'd be more than that. But all I'm saying is they're saying some crazy number. If somebody said, hey, you can live here for $500 a month for 10 years, you'd be like, how many of these can I get? And by the way, I'm going to rent these all out at like $2,500 a month. I can get 10 of these. I can get 20 of these. I can get 250 of them. This is what these guys are out here doing, ladies and gentlemen. You got to understand what's happening. They have an advantage, and they're about to soak up that advantage this time. They're not going to sit back. They're going to take full on advantage, because this is one marketplace that they can have cash flow coming in. They don't need to sell or rent all of those homes. They just need a certain portion of those homes, not even 50 to 60%. As long as those are rented out, that maintains and gives them profits in their pockets because they have interest-only loans. It's crazy out here. Meanwhile, you got to bust your ass. All right. Debt weapons, lines of credit, jumbo loans, or tools to buy up properties for Airbnb. There you go. There you go. People are going to be scared of Airbnb. I'm going to tell you that right now. A lot of people, they're getting a little feisty. Andy O is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name. And Andy O is about to, well, maybe join us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. We could actually move into 40 people. If him and his brother do decide to get 2 separate condos, we could reach 40 people have bought in Punta Cana in the SSN Nation if he pulls the trigger or they pull the trigger. And I don't know if he's still looking at Larimar. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Larimar City in Punta Cana. Out while the going is good. $90,000 for a 1-bedroom, $120,000 for a 2-bedroom condo. With all those amenities I was talking about, Lofty Brickell, and more. That's right, more. Because at Lofty Brickell, they don't have an 18-hole golf course. At Lofty Brickell, they don't have basketball courts, tennis courts, soccer fields. And they don't have an amphitheater. They don't have a casino. They don't have restaurants and nightclubs. They don't have a shopping center. They don't have a Central Park with lakes, walkways, pools, underground parking, which Lofty Brickell does, underground parking, just for starters. Pools, for every 4 tower buildings, there's a pool with a gazebo, with barbecue, with cabana. Yeah, just for starters. And then never mind about the rest, because they have a boardwalk that's going to go about damn near 2 miles. It's going to be off the charts. So I'm excited. Andy O, what's up, everybody? What's up with you? And every time I talk about number 1 buying opportunity in the Dominican Republic, I get excited. Larimar City or Cruise on Land, take your pick. Get one or both, take your pick. Vista Cana, they're in my top 5. Well, it's number 5 right now. All right. Primavera. Yeah. Primavera 4 has a man-made lake. You can buy a 2,000 square foot villa or townhome for $200,000. Pre-construction. Put down 10%, pay monthly payments for, well, they're going to be done in 14 months when you pick your spot. That's how fast they build over there. It's crazy. You got to live. I live pretty fast. Okay, here we go. How do I know what price my Airbnb? Miracle Bro, value of house, location, furnishings, compete with other Airbnbs. Okay, so see, Miracle Bro, that is a conundrum, a problem, slight problem, because if I remember right, you purchased in a condo in a residential area. And it's not based on a area of town. So what I'm trying to say is demand area. So you were in the ATL, as I recall. I just can't remember the name of the place. But I don't think unless, okay, so let's just say there's one of these, it's Hollywood East now, right? Atlanta area. So let's say there's a studio that's less than a mile away, 2 miles away. That's something that you can hold on to for your Airbnb listing to get people there. But then if people's going to be in the studio, are they going to stay at your place? That's the question. I need something, a reason for somebody to come. I need the demand. So how you're going to have to do it is you have to go to Airbnb.com, put in your city or get people that are doing Airbnb in your area, and you're going to have to literally compete with those other people. Now, if there's a hotel that's within a mile, you may be competing with that as well. So again, I want 5-star hotel, 4-star hotel, some hotel that people are charged $200 a night to stay or more, because then that way they're going to stay at my place if I have 2 bedrooms. And I think you had 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, was it? Or 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. I can't remember. But anyhow, I can compete, but I can't compete if the hotel's like $75 a night, because then what am I going to charge? So All of those combined is what you're saying. It's not some, well, okay. First of all, value of house is like number one, but number one is actually location, location, location. Number two, amenities, amenities, amenities. Number three, value of house. But the value of house is dictated on how much I'm supposed to rent. So, in other words, we're not supposed to buy real estate without first knowing how much I can get as a return every month. So, if I'm going to do Airbnb or if I'm going to do monthly, I need to know. And if you know what the value or approximate price that you can rent, that creates the cost that you're going to buy. So I'll give you an example. So when you ask all these questions, it doesn't, I don't, as an investor, I don't look like at it how you look at it. How I'm looking at it is I sit here and I go, okay, I need a great location. I need amenities. I need a reason for people to come here so I don't have to go find people. Because it's not so much, I can be on Airbnb, I can be on VRBO, but if there's no demand, that means people aren't gonna rent from me. So first, I try to find location and demand. Second, after I find location and demand, but let's just say for the sake of argument, I'll remove those two. So now let's just say I find a condo in anywhere USA and I can buy it for $100,000. I want to get closest to $20,000 annual profit as possible. All right. So what does that mean? That means either whether I'm doing short term or long term, I need to figure out, is this going to get me 15%? Is this going to get me 20%? So if I'm doing short term rentals, that means I need to make probably like $3,000 a month. That's 30 days. That's an average of $100 per night for 30 days. In order for me, now that means, can I rent this for like $200 a night? So if I can get 15 nights, that gets me pretty close to my $2,000 per month, right? That's what I need. So the question then turns out I can do calculation on it. And if I can't rent for $200 a night, then I can't buy it. Not going to happen. Because I don't have demand. So I can only guarantee, okay, I'm only going to be able to rent 50 or 40% of occupancy. Now, reverse it to where you say, hey, I have demand. Now, all of a sudden you go, okay, I'm going to do 65% conservatively. All right. So now we're going to do 18, 19, 20 nights a month. Now, that same $100,000 property, 20 nights is $2,000 my almost, because I'm managing it, right? So I'm living life. We win. That's how I look at it. Just to give you an idea. Furnishings, furnishings are golden rules. Golden rules with furnishing. Furnishings, you always want nice. You want it to look upscale, because furnishings, I can charge more when it looks upscale. So we talk about extra stuff. Furnishings, you want upscale. You want very nice, comfy sofa, love seat if you can get it, because you can sleep an extra 2 people, which now means it has another value. You want to have, like I say, a throw rug underneath your living room area, because people are going to spill, drop food, do whatever. I mean, some sort of padding, additional rug helps. And you can always take the rug out and get a new rug and all that. So do that. Again, don't have clutters, don't have flowers and crazy crap all like that in your pad. You know, you want to give them clean spaces. You want to make sure you have end tables in your bedrooms with lamps on them. You don't want to have all these tchotchkes all sitting all over the place. Just want them to be able to put down their cell phones, their wallets, their purses, their bags, whatever, and feel comfortable, right? You want to make sure you have the blender. I went over this a little bit before. The blender, the coffee machine, the toaster, and you don't want the cheapy ones. And I shouldn't say cheapy ones, but coffee maker, a nice, decent coffee maker is great. Blenders, well, those can be cheapy ones, because I mean, they come in those, well, is anything cheap anymore? But all I'm saying is Don't scrimp on the coffee maker. Get a nice one because you want one to last. You're going to have several guests coming during the year, right? Toaster, nice little toaster. Microwave, make sure you have that. So there's certain things that you're going to have. And when your guests come, leave them a gift basket or leave them some bottled water in the fridge or Coke in the fridge, whatever you want to do. Leave them a little card, welcome to Chateau, whatever you call it. And here's a little basket of snacks or goodies, whatever you want to do. All right. You give these nice touches, like you treat people like a VIP, you get to charge a little more. And you want your guests to leave reviews because after they leave, they're going to tell people, hey, yeah, when I stayed there, they left a little gift basket. It was awesome. The place is awesome. It was clean and it's got to be clean. You can't scrimp on cleaning. Cleaning is imperative. You got to pay. Whatever you got to do for cleaning, it's imperative. You can't have people saying, hey, the beds had hair in them or spots on sheets. And no, you can't scrimp on that stuff. All right. So you want your bed to be nice and soft and cozy, king size preferred. Better quality, not that cheap thing that the guy down at the mattress store goes, yeah, we're going to give this to you for $200 or $400 top and bottom. It's a no thank you. You're going to have to spend more on bedding. Bedding not cheap. Now, I have recommendations, but that's my own personal preferences, right? Tempur-Pedics, but they're expensive. So they're not really conducive for renting. Or I go to call hotels. Hotels rotate their mattresses like every year, right? But I'm not saying I want to get anything from the hotels. Call the hotels, see if they will tell you if you sleep in a place and you love the way the mattress feels, then I'm going to tell you, I've done this. I go to the housekeeping, say, hey, I need to talk to somebody who makes these mattresses for you. And of course, the response is, well, you can't get them because they're made by so-and-so, but we order in bulk, so we buy them from this place. Generally, that's how it works. In the ATL, it might be manufactured here for all I know, or in North Carolina. But the point is, you just go and say, hey, who makes this bed? If you can't find it under, no signage anywhere, you say, who makes this bed? They'll tell you. And then you go hunt it down. You'd be like, oh, yeah, this bed is awesome. It's beautiful. This is perfect for my place. So that's the type of stuff I've done in the past at my own place, at my own house. That's how I get when my friends come. I tell you all the time, my friends come. You guys, if anybody ever comes and stays at my house, I have the best bedding. So people don't want to leave. They sleep all day. They sleep a long time. They sleep cozy. They wake up refreshed because we have the best beds. We don't buy that cheap crap. All right. It's worth it, even though it's my house and I live there. But the point I'm trying to make is that's what you want your Airbnb to be too, or your rentals. You want people to be comfortable. So when they leave, they're going, man, I slept. This is the best sleep I ever had. They start giving all the reasons why you get to charge more than your neighbors. That's how it works. So you're competing against other Airbnbs without knowing it. And ultimately, when you have the best furnishings, the best looking, one of the best, you could always charge more than your competitors. And that's what you want. That's the little edge that you get if everything is equal. People are seeing your pictures. They're going, wow, this is nice. And then other people are seeing, it could be the same complex. And people are saying, well, this is very nice. And he charges $150 a night. And this other person charges $125 a night. Well, I'm going to stay with the guy that's $150 a night because you see this and look at the reviews. So anyhow, it's a combination and customer service number one as well. A lot of things go into short-term rentals. How to just subscribe to Chili Davis. Thank you so much, Miracle Bro. The young gun is there. I appreciate it. Georges Charles, new member status. He's back with the icon next to his name. The multimillionaire is here, ladies and gentlemen. And some of you may be going, Eric, what's this? What are you talking about? What I'm saying is the man done pulled triggers, ladies and gentlemen. He bought 4 properties in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and he's done it all. I think he's got. Wait, yeah, he's got both of the #1 properties, Larimar and Cruise on Land. And in the top 5 is Primavera properties, Primavera 2, 3, and no, Primavera 3, Primavera 4, Primavera Luxury. He's got a villa at Primavera 4, which has their own made with restaurant and bar, basketball courts, soccer fields, child's playground, pools, all over. And Primavera 3, hold on. I was going to show this. I should have loaded this up. You guys, this is kind of nice. This is at Primavera 3. Here's what's at Primavera 3. You can see what they're decking out Primavera 3. All right. You can see they have the pool area, the sand area, the walking and running trail areas, and another pool area, hangout. That's Primavera 3, ladies and gentlemen. One of their amenities there. And if you're staying at Primavera 3, Primavera Luxury, Primavera 4, you can go to any one of those subdivisions when you stay there as an owner or a guest. So if you own at Primavera 3 and your guests get wind of, which they will, because you're going to have a card on the table saying, hey, you know, there's a man-made beach over here with a restaurant, bar, and it's over there in Primavera 4. You get to use that. And vice versa. Even though they do have a basketball court inside of Primavera 4, my guest, if I had Primavera 4, I'm going to say, hey, if the basketball court is full over here, the soccer field is full, or you don't like that, go over to Primavera 3. They have a basketball court and a running trail and whatever else they got over there. So you get to play off of each other, which adds amenities in the same area. People don't mind walking like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, a bike ride over or whatever. They don't mind if they know, hey, that thing is right over here. 5-minute bike ride. Yes, we'll go down there. We're on vacation. It'll be fun. Come on, fam or friends. So all I'm saying, Georges Charles, he did the damn thing. He's not taking no pictures. Look, he's trying to make it. He's trying to get that 120. We figured out he's going to do like $120,000 a year with this 4 properties. Some people may be going, how's that possible? Because he has 4 properties. That's how it's possible. A villa that could potentially earn like $3,000 per week, because he's be doing like $350 per night to $400 per night, because he has a special unit. Hardly anybody's going to have that unit over at Primavera. So, and he might even have more of a special unit if they allow a certain something to happen. I won't let the cat out the bag just yet. Finally, renew my membership. Thank you so much, Georges Charles. I appreciate that. Financial support, greatly appreciated. Curtis Davis, you're not safe with job. Go ask Google, Facebook, Microsoft employees. Some had 15 years on job, cut with no reason, 6 figures to 0. Same with the Twitter staff. Some of these engineers, loving life, $250,000 a year. Dude walks in and says, you know what? I bought this place. F you guys. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I made a mistake because I have to give you a severance package according to the contractual terms. So hold on. Why don't you come back and I'll help you out? I'm playing Elon Musk again. Why don't you guys come on back? It was a mistake that I fired you like that. So now they come back to work. Guess what? Since they got recalled back to work, their contract is no longer valid. Then he fires them. Now he doesn't have to pay them their severance package. Lawsuit, yes. But that's what he did. All right? Don't make no mistake about it. The billionaires are out here trying to jack people all the ways they can. All right? All right. Whenever government fixed inflation for OCs, exactly. Gas prices, food, travel, all up 50%. Exactly. Exactly. They're not fit. They don't care about you. It reminds me of Dave Chappelle when he has a joke where he's saying when Donald Trump was going to be elected or was elected and was going to be elected. And he's talking about he's standing in line. I think he lives in Ohio. He's standing in line. I don't know if it's joke or real, but he made a joke. He's standing in the line with all the people, and he starts asking people, people are talking, I'm voting for whoever, Trump or whatever. And he's like, and he's hearing people going, he's fighting for me. That's why I want him to be there. And then Chappelle's like, what? He's fighting for me. I got millions. He's trying to save me from millions. I started laughing. I was rolling. I was like, you're damn right. Tax cut, tax breaks. Who's that going to help? The millionaires, the billionaires, straight off the top. That's funny stuff. He's fighting for me. He ain't caring about your ass. Deregulation. So we can have derailments, because we're not going to put in the new brake system that Obama said put in. So I'm Nick saying that, and we're going to deregulate that. And now we have derailment. Oh, and by the way, EPA, what's that? I'm bringing in my own EPA guy. We don't need no stinking EPA. So I'm going to deregulate that, take out the EPA, change the rules on that. Oh, we have spills, and now we have an EPA spill problems. Oh, who do you think that protects? It ain't damn sure ain't protecting the OCs. That's what Chappelle was trying to tell people, and I've been trying to tell you guys. They ain't protecting nobody except the guys who make the money, oligarchs. All right, so let's keep moving. So since you brought that up, that's exactly what's going down. This is how it works. All right, what's up, everybody? Andy O. We've already seen him, or I skipped. It will be 3 hours from Miami to Orlando. The train travels at 125 miles per hour. Okay, I'm not mad at 3 hours. 125 miles per hour. That is a good clip. And they're going to have an eat train. I'm pretty sure they're going to have the eating cart car, the eating car. They're going to have the sleeping maybe, or some way to have pods or something. I'm pretty sure. So that's cool. Depends. Are we going from the airport? Because the train already goes to Miami Airport. Also stops at Fort Lauderdale, or no, Hollywood Airport. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale Airport, right out front. So West Palm Beach Airport is, I'm trying to think, where's West Palm Beach Airport at? Oh, yeah, right, West Palm Beach Airport too, now that I'm thinking about it. So, yeah, it would be easy. They could tie in like 4 airports. Oh, and Pierce now has an airport, international airport. So they could tie in 5 airports. And all of them are international airports. We just need Brightline train service through Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and whoa. And we'll be doing the salsa dance. It appears that's being discussed. Yes, Victor Morel, that would be a game changer. In fact, that would change everything, because now if you're telling me I can bring up, I don't know how many people can be on the train, but let's just say 500 to 600 max. I would think they're going to have enough cars for that. So they're going up to Orlando. And imagine people in Orlando being able to say, we can be in Miami in 3 hours. We can go party. We don't even have to stay overnight. That would be a trip. That would change the whole landscape of everything. People in Miami saying we can go up to Disney. We left at 4 a.m, 5 a.m. We're up there at 8 or 6 a.m. We're up there at 9. We have our tickets. Park closes at 9. We take the train back at 9, get it back to Miami at midnight. Woo, that changes the whole game. Wow. Of course, that's being discussed. Do you know how many people are in Orlando and Miami markets? That's just like going from the number 2 destination in the Caribbean over to Dominican Republic and having an agreement between those two. Those are both number 1 and number 2 in that region for tourists. So it's crazy. It's just like America, United States, putting another airport in Punta Cana, where United States citizens don't need a passport to come and go to Punta Cana. If they pull that off, ladies and gentlemen, just forget about the numbers I was talking about before, where they're going to have like 8.5 million visitors this year, 9.2 to 9.5 next year in 2024, 24. It would jump up dramatically, because that would just add at least 500,000 to 1 million people. if you can just jump on the plane and act like you're flying to Florida or Georgia or Texas or California and be in Punta Cana, that would be off the charts. Same thing. Same type of thing. Eric, I heard you say you had some good news to share regarding Larimar. No, I don't have any good news from Larimar. Not that I can recall. Nothing new about Larimar. At least I don't think. Hold on a second. No, that was Primavera. I think I was showing the basketball court. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Hold on a second. I have something coming through here. Hold on a second. All right. Let me see. Tower 2, would you like 10,005? Okay. That's not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. She doesn't understand what I'm saying. But now I'm looking over some messages now. No, I don't have anything more on Larimar. Nothing new. There's nothing new to report on Larimar. Larimar is still the same. All systems go. $90,000 for a one-bedroom ocean view, $120,000 ocean view or partial ocean view in a two-bedroom unit. I mean, I don't know what more to say about it. I just like it's cool, but no nothing. Larimar's all systems go. George's Charles Miracle pricing is based on amenities. What are you offering your units? So be aware of what your competitors are offering versus what you are offering. There you go. You got to do your homework. Here we go. People will help you out. Check it out. Here's Victor Morrell. Miracle Bro, location and amenities. If there's something unique with the unit, i.e. view, proximity, amenities, then you can ask for more. Don't try to compete with the lowest competitor. Exactly. That's why you got to make your place look the best. All right. In fact, hold on a second. There's somebody that we were looking at Airbnb. I was on the phone with George's Charles, actually. We were on the phone. We were talking about Airbnb properties. There's this one guy and another lady that have probably one of the best two villas as far as interior decorations, and they charge more than everybody else, and they're getting it because when people get there, they have the extra amenities like a rooftop deck in one guy's place. He's in Primavera. Well, he's not in Primavera. He's Las Brisas area. Las Brisas doesn't even have a freaking pool. They don't even have a community pool. But he has a pool. He has a hot tub. He has a rooftop deck. He has a barbecue grill, gazebo, seating area. He's got all of that, and he charges more than everybody else in the area. And the lady does the same thing. So the guy's getting like $295 a night, I believe. And the lady, I can't remember what she gets, but one or both get around $300 a night. They're killing it. 5-star reviews, 40, 50 renters. It's out of control. Meanwhile, they have people in the same neighborhood, same units, charging damn near half. So I'm just letting you know. So this is very good. Again, never go with the lowest. In fact, like I say, I always try to be one of the top tier people, but I always deal with high demand locations. So that only works in high demand locations. Cruise on Land, Primavera 4, Vista Cana. Yeah, Primavera 4 is that's a group for me. Primavera Luxury, Primavera 3, Primavera 4. To me, if you get any of those, plus if you got Primavera 2, you're still good. Any of those, all that's a lump sum. Primavera has moved into my top 5 as well because of what they're doing. And those are villas, and they have condos there as well. 120K. Yep, being conservative. Yeah, George's Charles is talking about what his numbers are. He's talking about 120K with 50% occupancy. That's crazy. Reason why it's crazy, in case people don't know, in Dominican Republic, occupancy rate in Punta Cana area is 83%. So that's the thing. If it's actually an extra 30%, that's an extra 9 nights, 10 nights a month. That's significant. That's significant. That means he's going to be in the 160 range. It's crazy. Crazy. All right, Miracle Bro. Like I said, best one is my villa. I'm adding things no one else will probably offer, and it will help me price it better. Exactly. And if he's able to add the one last thing, then nobody Premium Bro can do it or would even think about asking. And he's already pretty much has something nobody's going to ask because they don't have it in the floor plans. So people aren't going to ask. They're just going to go, okay, give me my 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath place. Until somebody sees his place and they'll be like, wait, I can add a bathroom in the back. I can make this 5.5 baths. And the square footage is going to count. Instead of this being 2560 square feet, it's going to be over 2,600 square feet. That, because your price could be per square meter or per square feet. Because right now we're talking about 100 per square feet, but next year it could be closer to 200 square meter. So it's going to be out there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you want to do. Let's see. Man, Eric knows DR like the back of his hand. Andy Ortiz. Thank you, man. Hey, it's ongoing research because as people know, I always feel like a free agent. Like you guys know, even though I own that Panorama Gardens, I love Panorama Gardens, Vista Cana, and all that. But I love Cruise on Land and Larimar even more than Vista Cana. So I'm like, okay, I'm uprooting, and there's reasons. I told you guys before. But Larimar, to me, meets my 100% criteria. Vista Cana met 90% of my criteria. 100% when I was getting it because everything was included, at least I thought. Sports complex and the Vista Cana Beach Club and the Vista Cana Beach Club 2 and all that. And whatever other amenities are coming, I figured all that's included until they said it's a third party is going to be doing it. Well, if third party's doing it, they have to make money. They're not going to be getting paid by the HOA. So that means they're going to charge. I'm doing rentals. I want people to just be able to just use the facilities. They're not calling me up going, hey, what's up? Just like this weekend, I have a guy that's staying at the Ridge in Tahoe. The snowstorm happened. That's not the deal. The deal is this. They're staying at the Ridge and they're bringing up snowboards, ski equipment, things like that. So what's the first thing that's going to happen if somebody's bringing up snowboards and ski equipment and you have a condo? One of the amenities that not all condos have is ski lockers. First floor, as soon as you come in the building, you have your own lock, doesn't cost you anything. So now that's one of my little perks. I'm like, hey, you got ski locker, snowboard locker, bicycle in the summertime when there's no snow, you can put bikes in there. So that's an added amenity, an added bonus. And speaking of lockers, there was some verbiage at Larimar that they have lockers somewhere. And I'm like, hold on, that's one of the things. Thank you for reminding me. Lockers was mentioned. I haven't gotten anything back from Gennaro about these lockers. I'm like, hold on. Where's these lockers? I like this. That's very, very good because that's a storage situation or some other things that we can do and implement. So, but anyhow, the ski locker is one of the things. And then on the top of the roof, in a lot of condos on top of a roof, there might be hot tubs, right? Hot tubs, saunas, barbecue grills. There's a volleyball court up there, tennis court. But how many places have lake view? So now the guy's sitting there saying, okay, why am I paying this guy more for this 1-bedroom unit? And I'm just like, because you have 2 jacuzzis on the roof. And when you're on the roof, there's barbecue grills, sauna, and you have Lake Tahoe views from up there. And I gave you a penthouse unit. So from your room, you have lake views as well. There's only 4 people that can have lake views from their room in the building. You got 2 of them. And when you walk out of your penthouse unit, you're on the one level below where the terrace level is up top. So now if you want to go up to the hot tubs at night, you're one level down is your unit. So these are the type of things that you can promote. And that's why amenities matter. And that's why things happen. So when we're at the, like, people have the wave, Mr. Cool, Mrs. Cool has the wave. So they have their own little spec thing, but they're next to the freaking sports complex. So that's marketing tool, right? Panorama, they're walking distance to the lake, the freshwater lake, and has their own restaurant, bar, pools, and things like that. So it's a marketing tool. But if you bought one of these villas that doesn't even have a pool in your section, your gated community, you have nothing. You have a problem, in my opinion. I don't want to put myself in that position. So you have to own in certain strategic areas. And that's the key to real estate. It's all about locations. And then you do your own due diligence on the numbers. And if the numbers don't make sense, you can't buy there. So in other words, if somebody said to me right now, Eric, they have at Larimar, the condos are 400,000. You can't buy them. Or if somebody said condo or villas inside Vista Cana, 400,000 or 500,000. In Vista Cana, I can live with that because I'll probably get what I want for rentals. But if somebody said they're 400,000 and you're hanging at Primavera, I'd be like, you've lost your mind, because if I can rent for $395, okay. But if I can't, we got problems. So if I can buy it for 200, 250 and rent for 300, 350, 395, that's a better option. So that's the whole thing with real estate. It's kind of easy when you really think about it. Victor, salsa dancing in Orlando and DR. Exactly. Victor Morel, he gets the salsa dance all the time. He's in the right place at the right time, but you have to put yourself in the right place. That's what you have to do. All right, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, single family home in the suburb of Jacksonville. Oh, miracle, bro. I forgot. Someone else here was in the ATL. You were in Jacksonville in a good location. I'm going to aim for making an experience with the big backyard and interior high-end furnishing. Okay. Okay. I got mixed up with someone else. So that was at yeah, I kind of remember we pulled it up on the map, but I can't remember the actual location within Jacksonville. But I remember we pulled it up on the map, and it was a residential neighborhood, not by the water. So you don't have any advantage from anybody else. And I remember the rental rates we went through, because I don't even know if it's seasonal, but weren't they like $100 and some for mostly everybody around there? 180, 145, something like that, if I recall right. And then I don't know what Jacksonville, I don't know the demand situation there. So, but I think you got it at the right. I was thinking about this condo project, and I wonder that was, I know I got you mixed up with AB Commercial Financing. That's what it was. Commercial, his AC. Yeah. Sorry about that, Miracle Bro. Yeah, I got you guys mixed up. 2 young guns making it happen. But yeah, Jacksonville is a different animal because I don't know the demand areas there. I don't even, like I said, I never looked at Jacksonville as a high demand location. So you're just going to be ordinary citizen renting out, but you got it at the right price. So what can I say? It's going to work out for you. Okay. George's Charles, how big is your villa? Yeah, it's well, he answers actually. He says it right here. Well, close 2,600 square feet. Comes with pool. I will add gazebo and jacuzzi. So actually, it's 2,560 square feet. That is the builder's build. Then, because they have a shower out back, I advise that he should just make that a full bathroom with a shower and toilet, and enclose it. And that way, people that are out at the pool, they can actually change inside there or use the bathroom without coming in the house. Plus, whenever somebody's on the sofa sleeper, there's a half bath downstairs, but now they can go through the sliding door and use the full bath. So they have two options down there. So now everybody has, quite frankly, their own bathrooms, because all 4 bedrooms have their own full bathrooms. It can't get any better than that. So when he adds that 5 by 10, that's 50 square feet. So he's going to be at 2,600 square feet because the bathroom's going to be enclosed. So I think the appraiser is going to include that 50 square feet and call it 2,600 square feet. And that 50 square feet could be the difference of an extra, let's just say it's $100 a square foot on a sale price. And when you bought it, and then all of a sudden it's $200 a square foot. Now that has an actual value, right? So that's pretty good. Instead of $500, $1,000, and so you guys get it exponentially. So this is why it's a good thing. Plus, it looks good on paper, and you get to market it, having that extra full bathroom outside. So now you can say, hey, when you're at the gazebo, when you're out at the pool, you don't have to come in. There's a full bath outside. And if somebody's sleeping inside, that's marketed the same way. You have a half bath downstairs and outside the sliding door. If you're sleeping on the sofa sleeper, you can use the full bath at night. So it's a win-win scenario just by adding that for a few, I don't know, $5,000 to $10,000, whatever it's going to be. It's worth it. The value is worth it. And can't be beat because other homeowners won't know about this because it's not in the plans. And realtors usually won't tell people about it if it's not on the schematics or the floor plans. And if the third thing that he might be able to add, it definitely nobody's going to do. He would be the only one in the property to have. So it's going to be very interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, where's your villa, Georges? It's at Primavera 4. That's where it's at, in Punta Cana. And he's buying it was $250,000 and at $260,000, and it included a pool. Also, pool's included. He's going to spend an extra $10,000. I think it's $10,000 to add the full bath. So that's pretty cool, if I say so myself. I like Primavera. Let me see. Oh, no, I was going to show Primavera 4. Just no. I only have the sale prices. I was looking for the brochure. I don't have the Primavera 4 brochure. I have elements. I have everything but that. Wow. My new computer situation. Let's see. Primavera 4. Because I can show you what it is. It has its own man-made beach. They're including a man-made beach in this one. You got to love it. Got to like that. And yeah, it looks like I can't show anything for Primavera 4. But here's how it works. Primavera 3, Primavera Luxury, Primavera 4, 1,800 square feet. I think was around, was it 175? 1,800 square feet townhome, 2,000 square foot townhome, was $205,000. Or you can buy the villa, the 25, 60 square foot villa for 250, 263, depending on your lot size. But you can get one for 250 as well. So basically $100 a square meter. That's a pretty good price right now, because over at Vistacana, which is next door, they're charging a little bit more now. So that gets pretty crazy. Yeah, I can't believe I don't have my Primavera 4. My villa's in Primavera 4. They have a bunch of amenities: beach club, official beach, restaurant, soccer, basketball, tennis, shopping center, fitness, etc. Yeah, it's pretty cool for villas. Pretty cool with the villas. You can holler at me. I'll connect you with the broker. That's the best place, I say. I saw the buy villa at a reasonable price, not Vistacana, but near it. Yeah, they share a wall, or will share a wall, when they put in Primavera 5. Yep. Damn, that's huge. Didn't know those villas were that big. You have the flexibility for renting to larger family or two families with kids. You did good. Yes, Victor Morrell, I agree with you 110%. Four rooms, 4 bedrooms. Each of them have their own full bath. How cool. That is unheard of. That's custom. That's luxury. Everybody knows, if you don't have a custom home, you're not going to have en suites generally, or semi-custom. You're going to have a bathroom in the hallway. You'll have a bathroom in the master. You'll have a half bath somewhere. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths generally. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. That's generally what homes do. To have all 4 rooms have their own bathrooms, that's top of the line stuff there. So people may appreciate it. They will appreciate it, especially when they have the amenities. It's a beautiful thing. And that's how we get there. That's how the money game is going to go. Setting yourself up now to be a winner later. That's what we want, ladies and gentlemen. All right? That's what we want. Primavera 4, he copied Vistacana. I got the largest lot. I wanted to add and check it out. 4 bed, 5.5 bath with a bunch of amenities. It was around $280K. Yep, and he's going to be able to get $280 a night. So that's what we're going to do. So, bro, sorry I got you confused. I had it switched. I was thinking the ATL, but you're in Jacksonville, so thank you for reminding me. And we did look at it the other day at the Airbnbs when you told us about a week or so back. Villa amenities, official beach, basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis court, gym, bike path, child daycare, restaurant, shopping plaza, park, pet park, green area. Oh, that's not all. That's not all. The reason why I say that's not all is because Primavera 3 and Primavera Luxury, as I mentioned before to everybody listening, these are villas and townhomes. These you're able to go to the other Primavera 3 and Primavera Luxury. They're intermingled. You can go to any one. Whether you're a guest or an owner, if you're staying on property, you can go to any one. So if you go to, let's say, the artificial beach, which is only one there, but basketball court, soccer field, gym, and you're like, it's kind of crowded, I'll go. You can actually go to the other place. You can walk over or ride over to the other residences there, Villa, Primavera Village 3, Primavera 3, or Primavera Luxury. You can go there and use their facilities. That is major in my book. Oh my God, Eric, I didn't even realize the people in the sofa sleeper now have their own shower too. Wow, damn, exactly, man. That's what I was trying to say. That's why it was a no-brainer. You get the best of worlds. Daytime fun, it's a full bath, and nighttime or morning, when everybody's in their room, they don't have to knock on anybody's door and, hey, can I take a shower? All they got to do is go out the door. And they can take their clothes out there. If it's chilly night or morning or whatever, they can take their clothes out there while in the bathroom and change in that bathroom. Exactly. It's valuable, man. You market it that way. You market it. Do the damn thing. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Hey, wait a minute. I'm over an hour. I haven't even played any SSN Lifestyle Pros. Up to the 16th, we're having our Showtime fun in you know where. Punta Cana, ladies and gentlemen. The only place you can sign up is at SSN Lifestyle. And by the way, we got to take a little break. Let me get a little water and probably end this a little bit. So if anybody wants to talk about any other subject matters, when we come out of this break, please let me know. And for all those people here, I'm going to go throwback. I'm going to go way back. Let me do the way back machine. Here we go. I haven't played this in a while.
Land. There's no better time to buy than now, and no easier way to buy it than at the big public land auction coming to a city near you. You bid, you win, you're a landowner.
We were maybe 3,000 less than what we expected to pay, so we're very happy. Very happy.
Very. We got a great deal for 2.5 acres of land.
Hundreds of parcels must be sold, from city lots to 10, 20, even 100-acre parcels. Now you can get clear titled land at auction prices. Call to register now to reserve your seat. It's free, and you get the complete auction catalog. You don't need to be a real estate expert to bid.
This is my first time, and it was so easy.
I love to work with them, and this is the first time I'm being here, but I'm planning to come back more and more and buy more properties.
Check out the properties you like. Look at maps online and at the auction. Do your homework, then attend the auction and win.
Great property. It was 5 acres, and I'm planning to do a lot with it, but I want to buy more properties now. That's why I'm here.
Land auction buying power means no middleman, no real estate commissions, and it's an auction, so you set the price.
I walked in and it was super simple.
You can get property 20%, 30% below retail value if you actually went there.
Down payments as low as $100, and Land Auction has easy financing available right at the auction.
Land auction financing was no problem whatsoever, sailed right through the process.
I'm not going to recommend land auction to anybody because then I'm going to give all the good deals away.
Visit landauction.com to see our auction calendar. Get ready to reserve your seat and come to the public land auction right in your city. It's free. It's fun. It's like nothing else.
Landauction.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a little blast from the past. So this is actually some of the last little bits. We've talked about this before. Discountlots.com. When home prices drop, and what's holding it up? Feds. When home prices drop like they should, we have gotten to that 50% magic number, but land prices drop. That's when you have to pounce on some land, and auction.com doesn't exist anymore. But Discount Lots, I believe, is them. And you can buy, again, no credit check, no qualifying. All right? And make monthly payments. You control the lot. That's the beauty of it. When home prices start rising back up, your lot prices start going back up. But when you control land, you also can do construction loans backed by your land, backed by that lot. So that's very valuable as well. That's an asset in that type of setup. But I generally don't want to hold land because you have to pay taxes, and there's other, if it's HOA, you got to pay that, and you have no way to get income coming in. So if you're going to buy some land, get some acreage. So then you can just call it, put some gravel down or no gravel down. Storage parking spot, get a fence around it. People start paying you $200, $300, $500 a month for storage if you can have a couple of acres. Easy to do. Just go to discountlots.com. All right, just for starters. And there's a lot of desert and a lot of areas that are, but make sure you have a road. And it's always nice if you have electricity, water, and sewer up to the lot. If you don't, as long as you have water up to the lot, that's kind of cool. If you don't, then perfect storage. We don't need water. We don't need anything. You're just storing your stuff here. Cars, vehicles, whatever, right? And I'm talking about minimal work, gravel or no gravel. security gate codes. And I don't know if you want to even need somebody to work there, if you can operate the gate codes without somebody even being there, but you might want security just because, you know, somebody's going to drive in, drive out. You don't want them doing something crazy. But nonetheless, that's how you can also get in the game, by only putting down $500, paying somebody $200 a month. Now you control the property. You're able to put a fence around it and start a storage area, as long as it's already zoned for commercial or storage, or not even commercial, just any type of commercially zoned area. It's not residential. It's not commercial for office buildings. And it's not like agricultural zone. You have to know what it's zoned for. Call up the zoning department and say, hey, I want to put a storage unit on this lot. Is it good? They say no, you can't buy it no matter how cheap it is, unless you have another plan for it. So those are the type of things you have to consider, right? Okay. So, all right, let's go. Let's go. Lunar stock surge, 150%, or intuitive machines went from 22 to 99 on February 22. Golly, talking about that, man, that's crazy. Crazy. Eric talking about same deals today as land public auction. Exactly. History is the same when it comes to real estate. You just have to know when things occur, how you can take advantage. That's what you do. All right. That's what we do. We take advantage when it's optimal time to pounce, because they always mess up, ladies and gentlemen. This is part of the fun and games that I get to enjoy. All the fun and games. Eric is the real deal. That's awesome. Andy, oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, that is early 2000s circa, quite frankly. That's how long ago it was. So I found that on an old computer that I thought was dead and gone. It blew up at my mom's house in 2009, and it was on there. That's how I was able to get it, because we were able to get the hard drive. My brother found it. He had it, and I was like, oh my God, you still have this? I thought he threw it out. So that was one of the retrievables, ladies and gentlemen. I also, that is goes to the infomercial that they used to run. And you know how infomercials used to go. I haven't watched TV that much with infomercials, but infomercials, usually after about 10 minutes, they run their little 2-minute blurb, which was what you saw. So all over the country, that is what people saw. And like I told a story before, my friend who lives in Texas, I played poker with, and we had an event in Vegas. So when he came out to Vegas, I used to tell him, because again, we were in 2005, 2006, 2007. And that same thing that's happened now, I told him then, I said, hey, man, you might want to think about getting some land or getting some property after this next little crash thing happens. And he's like, what? I said, I'm telling you. And he's like, no. And then he came and told me, he goes, damn, I didn't believe it. I saw you on the infomercial in Texas, because landauction.com used to go to Texas, used to go to Arizona, used to go to in Cali, San Francisco, LA, San Diego, Miami, New York. Where else did we go? Somewhere, I didn't go. They were in Seattle, I think, one time too. And all over the place. In Florida, in Southwest Florida, they used to have a lot, and acreage all over the United States, Utah, all over the place. So it's crazy. This is the wealth is quickest with real estate. I have to admit that. If it's not going to find enough history. Sometimes there's a transaction, you make money, and people do finance all the time. So in loans and lending, when things are hot with loans and lending, people make a lot of money. I'm absorbing a wealth of knowledge tonight from everybody here. It's powerful. Thank you so much, Miracle Bro. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for that donation earlier. I greatly appreciate it. All right. So this is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. It's not, and the beauty I like about it is there's no credit check, no qualifying, just for discount lots itself. In fact, I'll just go to the screen and show you guys. All right. Let me go pull up. Let me add back to the screen and then I'll pull up so people can see it. This isn't crazy, right? This isn't discountlots.com. What I'm going to do is this while I'm setting this up, play one more little branded vid and we'll talk in a sec. Some people might not have seen the trailer. So here you go.
But it would have been so awesome. I was going to soar right through here like this. And whoops, I'm sorry. Vin Diesel, excuse me. My bad. Big fan though, Mr. Diesel. Excuse me. And then I'm flying and I'd be flying and I'd land right. Where do I land?
Oh, come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Oh, look at here, a flash sale by Discount Lots. Can you believe this? Oh, now, this is why you have to pay attention in the real estate game, because you can do all kind of things in real estate. Again, you guys don't really understand how powerful it is until you start expanding your mind. So here we are. We were just talking about George's Charles Villa that they're building at Primavera 4. But imagine if you own the land that they're going to build the villa on. And imagine that the land actually has a value. All right. Hold on. Let me make sure I have my speaker working. Yeah. Okay. So let me do it this way. Imagine that. Okay, 15% off. You got 2 days, ladies and gentlemen. Give back 15. Let's see what they're talking about here. Where's the lots at? Oh, search land for sale. So the reason why I suspect this used to be landauction.com because these properties are in the same areas they used to have these properties. All right. So I before I did that, I was going to tell you guys. Oh yeah. So when you buy land, look at this 200. I won't even show that. Okay. Look, they're all over the place. North Carolina, Georgia. Is that Florida or Georgia? I can't tell. Alabama, Northern Alabama, probably around Birmingham, Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, Oregon, Northern California, Central California. Wait, is this Las Vegas? Hold on a second. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Is this Arizona? It's up in northern Arizona over by, closer to the Grand Canyon than to Scottsdale. But again, Grand Canyon Junction, yes, is close by. That's 40. So what I'm about to say is, look at this. Rural, 20 acres, but it's agricultural. Rural living, 5 acre minimum. It's zoned residential L5. Rural agriculture. Well, how are you going to do agriculture where there's no water? That's crazy. Can we get rezoning, please? I mean, nobody's going to buy these things. There's no water. Well, it's in northern, but there might be. Single residential lots, Valley Vista. This is all north. So I don't really want to use north. I just pulled this up. I thought it was Vegas because Vegas is more interesting. This rural stuff, I don't have any interest in my, for me. Somebody else might. But here's the point I'm trying to make. Oh, Volusia, Florida. Look at that. $259 a month for 1 acre. Putnam, Florida. Polk, Texas. Vacant. Whoa. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here's a perfect example. This is 18 G's though. So right now it's 18 G's. I don't know where this is. This says it's only 0.28 of an acre, so that's nothing. But my point I was trying to make was, because I thought this was some acreage, but okay, it is. It's like in the middle of freaking nowhere. So I would not suggest buying just stuff in the middle of nowhere unless you know there's a reason to buy something in here. Once again, you have to have demand in the area. It just can't be some garbage property like this. This is wilderness out here. But okay. No, 29 minutes from property. That's interesting, but this does me no good. So anyhow, what I'm trying to tell you about lots, I've said before. Your lot has a value. If you can buy property, land property cheap, when home prices go down, that lot that whatever that guy's selling for 18 G's might drop to 5 G's. All right. So you get to pick it up very, very cheap. And then again, when home prices go up, lot prices go up. Or if the subdivision you bought it in or the area you bought it in is on the move, where people are moving into the area and you're like a mile away, 2 miles away from where they're building new homes. Well, you just created yourself an opportunity if your lot is big enough or your acre is big enough, because you have storage type of situation without having to do a lot of improvement on the land. And now you're making monthly passively easily. And that's where you want to put yourself. Let's see here. I'm gonna do one more just to see what we got. I don't know where this is either. It says 316. Oh, we're in Riverside. Here you go. Single family residential. That looks like something. Single family, medium density, 1.4 acres. Manufacturing, service, commercial, light industrial, $5.99 a month. Holy smokes. That's not cheap, but this is in the middle of nowhere. Desert. What can we do with desert properties? Nothing. So here's what I'm getting at. You guys know I've talked about Brad Evans, bradevans.com. So I'll give you a story on how I built the home at Clear Lake. I bought a lot for $3,000 from landauction.com. Early 2000. Late in 2004-05, a realtor friend of mine that lives there, I'm visiting up there, and he comes and hits me up. He goes, Eric, I can sell this lot for 90 grand. I was like, are you kidding me? He's like, no, you know the real estate boom. So 3 grand, it's worth 90. I go see Brad Evans. Brad Evans goes, Eric, I'll give you like $50,000-$60,000 for the to use the lot as collateral so you can get your construction loan. The construction loan guys go, we're good. We're going to use your lot as your down payment. So I didn't need any money from Brad Evans. They said, we're going to use your lot as collateral, and then we're going to give you a loan to build a house for I think it was going to cost 300. I think it was 329. I think it was going to cost, until I got some approval from the building guys, and it came up to 389. After it's built, it was worth like $700,000-$800,000, if not $1 million. Can't remember the numbers at this point because that was a while ago. So that's what can happen when you have land. So hopefully you heard what I said. I bought a lot for $30,000, $3,500 from Land Auction. It was worth $90,000 because of the real estate boom. The construction loan guys go, we'll use your lot as collateral. You don't need any money out of pocket. We'll give you a loan. Bring us the plans. So like I said, we put the plans in motion, got approved from the builders, and the rest was history. That's how you can do things, ladies and gentlemen. There's lots of ways you can do it. A lot of people don't know it, though. All right? So just giving you some ideas. I'm going to wrap this up tonight. after we go through a last little bit of thing. Here we go. That's right. Invest in assets, land, rental property, crypto, leverage, good credit, dividend stocks, multiple streams of income. And thank you for mentioning good credit, because that's an asset too, ladies and gentlemen. The number one credit monitoring system is Smart Credit. Smart Credit. Why? Because they do all three credit bureaus. They also have your hiring index score. They also have your auto FICO score. Then they have tools in the back office that can help you contact your creditors if you have any issues. They're already pre-done for you. So if there's a payment issue, or you're trying to say, hey, give me credit, I missed a payment, but I made 5 or 6 in a row, can you give me a goodwill gesture and report it as a on-time payment, things like that. So it actually helps build your credit. Also, it'll tell you in real time when to make your payment. So it'll add points to your credit score, the time of the month to make a payment, or the day of the month to make a payment. And more importantly, identity fraud, $1 million policy for everyone in your household. So in other words, if you have children and they moved out, they don't live in your household, so it won't cover them. But everybody in your household, identity theft, $1 million covered. So it's the best one. And they had a special 6 months, no cost. That was one of the specials at one time just a month ago. 6 months, no cost. Then it starts at $9.95 a month. So how cool is that? Smart. It's down below in the description, along with other credit helping. No qualifying, no credit check. Credit. Go check it out. Extra credit, grow credit. Soft inquiry credit cards to help build your credit. Discover secured card. After 6 months, they review it in the 7th month. And if you've paid 6 months on time in a row, they're going to give you a unsecured card. They'll send you back your deposit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the clock has struck midnight. I want to thank everybody for being here on this 3-hour tour. And I love you guys. I appreciate everything you're learning, everything you're giving back to me as well, because I'm getting educated as well. Andy O, update on my Amazon product. Oh, yeah. What about it? I've been making a cool 200 to 500 every other week. I call that a successful stream of income. So I'm going to roll into a property in the DR. Feels good. Andy O, he's using the playbook, ladies and gentlemen. He started the Amazon. I remember it was like over a year ago, I believe. And he says, this is what I'm doing. And we were all like, yes, yes. And he started out with like $30 a week. I think it was $40 a week. And we were like, go for it. Keep going. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, 200 to 500 per week. And he says, I am going to, Andy O, are you going to Larimar? Are you guys doing the Larimar thing? He might be going to Larimar City to get his condo. And is that awesome or what? Using passive income, extra streams of income to buy more assets, roll it over. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. He's doing the playbook. It's working real well, but he had to put in work. It's not as simple as people think. You got to put in work, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what, I'm even talking about when I say just a matter of factly, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to buy a lot, and then I'll put a fence around it, and then I'll have a gate that I got to pay for, and then I'll rent out the lot. Okay, sounds easy because it's been done before, but in reality, you have to put in the work. You have to go look for a lot. You have to go find it. You have to know in your head what you're going to do with it when you buy it. You just don't buy something and then figure it out later. You know what you're going to do with it when you buy it. So these are the type of things. And then when you get that passive income coming in, then you go buy other assets. That is the idea. Everybody that's on the Miracle Cash and More train with the cash flow NFT or Boogie Gopher Club, if that thing explodes like it possibly could, and they're sending checks, monthly commission checks of 40 grand, let's say, and then whatever percentage people are supposed to receive, If it gets up to some crazy number, even a person that contributed $250 for the cash flow $5,000 business opportunity, that could be $2,000 per month. That's game changers for the passive income movement, because you can use part of that to buy more assets. $500 a month, buy more assets. $200 a month, buy more assets. It feels good, like he says, especially when you know you have a range coming in every month. That's the best thing that can happen. Congratulations, Andy O. Keep up the good work. And by the way, I don't know if you ever told us what the product is. If you ever wanted to tell us, let us know. Congrats from Victor Marrero, Andy O. Entrepreneurs in the house. The CEO of his life is in the house. The emerging millionaires in the house. You guys know where to get these t-shirts, right? StopStrugglingNow.com. Go over there and pick them up. And some of these show underneath the box on some of the cell phones, some computers, some laptops. You'll see emerging millionaire gear down below the video occasionally. I think you have to be on your laptop or desktop. So yes, congratulations, Andy O, doing the damn thing. Put some money into the stock market, put some money into his own business. Now he's rocking and rolling, thinking about he's going to hang at Larimar with me and George's Charles. Is that what he's saying? Let us know. And your brother might be coming too. Yeah, so I sent a message to Nara to let him know. So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, this is special. So once again, thank you so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. I thank you so much for your support. And hopefully you'll see us on Monday at 8:50 p.m. But hold on. There's something else. There's something else. There's something else I wanted to do. Thank you. Yes, we are doing the Larimar. We will most likely get a 1-bedroom. The 2-bedroom is just a little bit out of the budget. Okay. All right. Well, I'll give you a case. The 1-bedroom is going to cost like $90. So yeah, let me walk you over to another side of the cliff. So the 1-bedroom. Okay, hold on. Let me do it this way. I'm going to do it. Okay, 2023. So we got 24. We got 30 payments. All right. So let's say we got 30 payments going. Let me get over here. Google calculator. Here we go. Andy, it's not as far out of reach as you think. So I run down a little Google calculator for you. Check this out. Yes, I want to hop on a live stream with you and show it off the product. I'm pretty proud of the product. Well, you can join the live stream anytime, Andy O, because you know I'd give some support, man. You know that. You've given me support for years. I'd give you support. So you can come on live stream. You can shoot me I would pull it up right now if you wanted me to, but it'd be better yet to have the person that's actually selling it to come on. So anytime you have the icon under the community tab, you always have a link to join me on any live stream. All right. So here we are. Now pay attention. All right. That's correct, Victor Marrero. September 2025 is when it's going to be allegedly done. But, I don't count on these things. So I'm going to count it as 2026. But anyhow, all right. Andy O, $90,000 for a 1-bedroom. Oh, and get the ocean view too. You got to be at 6 floors up. And anyhow, just get a Northeast Farallon. All right. 90,000. So 10. So here's the kicker. The difference between the two. First of all, down payment. Either I get a 1-bedroom and put down 9,000, or I get a 2-bedroom and put down 12,000. A difference of $3,000. All right. Now, if you do the 10-30 program, meaning 10% down, 30% during construction, that means that's $1,500. Okay, hold on. Let me just do the mathematics. If I'm mistaken, I'm going to count it as 30 payments. All right, 30%. That's 20 equals. Come on. No. Times 30. Okay, 27 divided by 30. So $900 per month for the one bedroom during construction. $9,000 down, $900 per month. All right, random 2-bedroom. Okay, I'm going to go with the 120 2-bedroom because it's 118.9, but I'll go with 120. All right, so remember, 9,000 down, $900 per month. Okay, so now we're going to do the 120 times 30%, 36,000 divided by 30, 1,200. The difference of $300 per month. Now, the difference between a 1 and 2 bedroom annually, the sky's the limit because I don't know what we can rent them for. I'm only basing it on what the management company has said at a 65% clip. So here's the difference. $900 down and $900 a month, or $12,000 down and $1,200 a month for an extra bedroom. The question you have to ask yourself is two things: $300 a month more and $3,000 a month more. Is it worth it to have an extra bedroom after you put down the 12 grand? $300 a month more, I believe, may be worth it, but maybe not for you. But I'm going to go one step further. The reason why I'm going to go one step further is so if you're interested, I might have done this before, but I'm going to pull up. Hold on. Let me do it this way. I'm going to pull up on screen so other people will see this. All right. We're going to pull up on screen. And I'm going to, oh, wait. Let's see. Hold on a second. All right. All righty. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. On screen, this is Larimar, the one that Andy Ortiz said he's going to get possibly a 1-bedroom. Here's where we go. Let's go. I'm going to scroll through here because this is the sales one. Like I told you guys, I'm not supposed to have this, I don't think, but I have it. Hold on. There may be some people that don't understand what Larimar is. This is the views, ladies and gentlemen, because it sits on a cliff. All right. This is the boardwalk area where you, as an owner, will be hanging out along with people who are staying at the hotel. How cool is this? Look at this boardwalk. Look at this. This could be 2 miles long. Man-made beaches all over the place. Now, see, I can see this man-made beach here, but something tells me that this is a picture, but this will be blocked off for hotel owners. I don't think condo owners will be able to go hang out there. I think there's going to be a separation here. But anyhow, that's just my own little thing. Here's the other little lakes and sitting areas. How about that? 18-hole golf course, indoor pools, clubhouse at the golf course, fitness center, tennis courts. Yes, this is what it's going to look like. Here it is: artificial beaches, lagoons, pools, promenade, water sports. That's interesting. Restaurants, country club, beach club. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Transportation to the beach club at the ocean. That's happening. There's a spa, there's a gymnasium, tennis, baseball, running circuit, cycling, shopping center, medical care, physical therapy, college, and university. Now, I'm going to go. Oh, hold on. No, I'm not going to show too much. I don't want to get into it that much, but here you go. Every 4 buildings has their own pool, kiddie pool, little gazebo with barbecue grills. 2 of them on each side. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Boulevard views and views of the cliff. Okay, you got to be on the 6th floor or higher to get views like this. Oh, and here's that locker, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm talking about. I haven't gotten a clarification. I love a locker. That means I get to do something special, because that means if I have guests, can I put bikes in there? 2 bikes? Can I put 2 electric scooters in there? What are we talking about here? That's additional possible income for you if they actually have lockers of any sort of size. All right. Now, I'm going to go down here this is for Andy O. Here's what we're talking about, Andy O. So, you're going to save yourself the difference of 120,000 2-bedroom and a 90,000 1-bedroom. Here's the rental rates for 65%, not the 83% that the average is. It's 65%. All right. Now, with the management company, mind you, they're going NOI, net operating income, for the 1-bedroom rental annually is $13,000. All right. The 2-bedroom, they have it at $18,000. That's a difference of $5,000 every year. So you tell me 6 years, or well, actually it's going to be before 6 years, but I'll keep it static. 6 years is $30,000. And after that, you're going to be making, well, let's just say $18,000 every year, but it's going to be higher because rents are going to go up in 2 years or 3 years, or 4 years for that matter. So we'll just say it's $5,000. So it all depends. Is it worth the extra $5,000 annually for you? That's what the question ultimately ends up being. $300 a month or more, $3,000 a month more. And the value of a 2-bedroom is always going to be higher than the value of a 1-bedroom. All right. So hopefully that helps you out with any decision you make. But you can't go wrong either way. You're going to be at Larimar. They're predicting a rental rate of peak season $128 a night, which is reasonable. Middle season, which I don't know what middle is, because last summer they had all-time record highs with 700,000 visitors in July, 680-some thousand in Dominican Republic visitors. So those were records. So that's not mid-season to me. Low season clearly is hurricane season. So I don't know if you can see these. These are kind of light. So here's the differences. And then we do if you really want to get a little more technical about it, what are we talking about? It's 30% more. Is that right? 40% more. Let me see. 90,000 times 40%. That's 36. So that'd be 126. So it's around 33% more. So we'll call it that. 128 times 33%. 42, that's 170. So the rental is also roughly 30%, the same percentage wise as what you're getting more, except since you're getting more, a higher rental rate, that's the difference between the $5,000. So I always recommend 2 bedrooms if you can get them. But if you want to get a 1-bedroom, that's fine too. You're at least there. You're there with me and George's Charles, it looks like. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right. And Victor Morero, in case I missed it, he said it. SSN Nation Summit 2025 will be at Larimar. You got that right. Got that exactly right. Curtis Davis showing some love. If you can afford the 300, absolutely go for it. General Ruse, the more rooms, the higher the occupancy rate. Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Victor Marrero. He's got it. He's agreeing too, because he does rentals. This is why he got the two. I think he's got that 2-bedroom cottage, not a 1-bedroom cottage. It makes a difference. And the 2-bedroom always has an upside because you can sleep 6 people, and the resale value for a 2-bedroom is higher than a 1-bedroom all the time. There's no way you can't surpass. So, and you can get a 2-bedroom that has ocean view. Keep that in mind. A partial ocean view, 2-bedroom or ocean view. I'm just saying that's worth its weight. In fact, I was thinking about how I'm going to market this because you have city and ocean views, the best of both worlds. And I actually think I also think you're going to be able to get more than the 128. I see what you're saying, Eric. There you go, man. Yeah, because the extra, if you can do 12,000 and you can pay the extra, it's only $300 more per month to get a 2-bedroom. And that's worth $5,000 extra per year on these numbers. And when the rent goes up. So, okay. So, in fact, I'm going to go overtime tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go overtime because if you don't know Andy O, I got to show you something. Don't go anywhere yet because you may not know about something. Let me see if it's in here. Oh, man, I don't have it. Doggone it. Oh, I can't believe it. I don't have it. Okay. So, let me see. Oh, yes, I do have it. Oh, I got to show you something. Everybody who doesn't know about Larimar, I got to show you something because you might know about Horizon B. They're called Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 3, Tower 4. They're called prime towers. The Horizon Views is also inside Larimar. Some people don't know that what I'm about to show you is off the charts. You can search the channel. I actually made a video about it. But this is off the charts. You're welcome again, Andy O. You know that. I'm about to show you this, ladies and gentlemen. How about 300,000, 400,000 condos? You're going to be looking at them. Horizon Views is also right here. Horizon Views right here. And actually, the Bungalow Hotel is supposed to be here. Interesting. These are $300,000, $400,000 condos. And in case you don't understand what's fully going on, Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 3, Tower 4, these are for sale right now. All right. So you heard me right. $300,000, $400,000. Now, this is the building, not the one you see out front, but the building right here with the pools, the cabanas, the little restaurant area, snack bar, kids play area. I mean, what can you say? Here's what it looks like. This is Horizon View. These are $300,000, $400,000. Now, they're larger. Yes. Every unit has ocean view. Yes. The building, sweet. Yes. The decks, sweet. Yes. But how this works in the real estate game, somebody says, oh, I'm selling. Well, if these are 300 or 400 pre-construction, you can imagine afterwards they're going to be 400,000 or 500,000, right? So what's it going to look like if those are 400,000 or 500,000? You think your 120,000 two bedroom is going to be worth 120? Hardly. All right. So this is what is in the complex, because M1 is the one on the left here, the one I'm showing in the center of the screen. M1 is supposed to be done along with Tower 1 and Tower 2, Tower 3, and Tower 4 by September 2025. So you can see what's happening. This is crazy. And that's the deck, and that's why these cost $300,000-$400,000. Because that potentially could actually be a view. That's what everybody's guessing, because again, these are only 109 square meters. I say only. Terrace is like 22 square meters. Those are pretty nice size, but are they worth $300,000-$400,000? Well, people think they are. They're buying them. So I just wanted you to see that. And then I am going to do one last thing for everybody, because Larimar is special. Larimar is special. I'm not going anywhere. This is gold. Andy O. I'm going to show you guys one last thing for everybody who understands why I count them as 1A and 1B. Well, you can take your choice, Cruise on Land or Larimar. So here's what I have. It's very special because we have wait, I thought I had some drone footage. No. This isn't it. Here we go. Okay, presently you're going to see from a drone what the area looks like where the Larimar Ridge, where the Larimar city is going to be. So here's a ridge with a drone at the ridge. Nothing's built. This is all renderings that you saw. But here's a drone, and you can see what it looks like. So you see the ridge, and look at what you see in the background. It's funny as hell. That is Primavera 4. All right, you guys getting this? This is on a ridge. So this, look in the far, you the clouds. That's ocean out there, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me if you think that's ocean out there. It's a cloudy day. So the views that you're gonna have when you're in the 5th, 6th floor, 7th floor, 10th floor, 12th floor. And if you have a unit up front, you're going to have like this 180 view from your living room balcony or sitting in your living room. And I think one of the bedrooms has a balcony off of it if your unit's low enough. So this is where it's sitting on this ridge. This is where this boardwalk's going to go. So again, this has potential. They're not up that high either, by the way. I don't think he's more than 50 feet off the ground. So there you go. It's pretty cool. That's a long walk. That's a long area to have water, hotels, man-made beaches and lakes and hotels and restaurants and bars. And man, that's a long way. And you could be sitting on this ridge getting some sort of city views. The question is, as you come down lower, can you get ocean views if you're just standing on the ridge itself? That's the question. But I do know this. You're able to see over the city is all I know. But I don't know if we'll be able to see water. But it kind of appears like we might, because he's pretty low right now. So that's pretty low, ladies and gentlemen. You're there. If you can see all that right now, then you can pretty much see it. So there you go, Andy O. There you go. And everybody else who may be interested in Larimar, you can see he wasn't up that high. So there you go. Another reason to consider Larimar. All right. No credit check, no qualifying in case you're asking. 10% down. You can go with the smallest package. It's 10% down, 30% over the next 30 months. Actually, it's 9 and 24. So on 7 and 24. So right now it's 31 months. So actually your payment would be a little bit lower. It'll be in the 1100s. It'll be 12,000 down and roughly 1100 and something because of that 1 month extra. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The 3-hour tour. It's over. So again, if you want to get into anything, we have the Miracle Cash and More, which is the cash flow NFT. It's down below in the description. If you need credit help, down below in the description. If you want to get into stocks, Robinhood and Webull, and start giving in dividend investing, ETFs, down below in the description. All right. So hopefully we can get Andy O on and talk about his business, show some love and support for his product, and get him on one of these days. He can come on anytime on any live stream. Oh, the other thing, tomorrow, for everybody who's still here, I'm going to be doing a live stream tomorrow. The reason why I'm doing a live stream is because there's a special announcement for Miracle Cash and More. Hakon's going to be on. I don't know what time it's going to be, usually around 11 or 12 p.m. Eastern time. In fact, let me see if I can get some info right now. Let's see. Wait. Hakon blew my mind. Wait and see what the update will be. Sharing my update pushed until Monday. So Monday, we're going to find out what the update is. So it won't be tomorrow unless they do something special tomorrow that you guys will know about it. Benelux, that right now, the first 500 people that buy a Benelux NFT, you can get it for $2,500. All right. And you get a free electronic point of sale terminal. All right. That is major. The point of sale terminal can do fiat and crypto, apparently. They only have 250 left of the 2,500 Benelux NFTs. All right. I might be getting me one of those too. There is no promo buy two, get one free. They took that off the board and they went with this other one. If you need that promo code, it should be BIG-50. Big 50. B as in boy, I as in India, G as in George. You can get this at Miracle Cash and More. You go there, sign up. You can be a free affiliate, get that affiliate commission if you refer others. Or please use the link. And if you want to get a piece of the action for these NFTs, we have one right now, Ring of Fire, for the $5,000 UK NFT. We're up to over $1,000, so that means we have $4,000 left. You can put in a minimum of $250. The link down below is the cash flow $5,000 NFT business opportunity. You can use your credit card or crypto to get in. I'll do a video tomorrow about that, but it looks like it's going to be on Monday. So make sure you sign up for the newsletter. The link is down below, the very bottom, because then you'll know on Monday or Sunday. I'll send an email to everybody, and I'll be doing I'll live stream their Zoom, so people will see it, or I'll have also the link where you can go to their Zoom exactly. All right. So hopefully that helps out, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I got to put this out there. I'm not going anywhere. This is gold. There we go, Andy O. Thanks. That's a nice piece of land for sure. Exactly. Again, this is supposed to be, I can't remember. It's like 2 kilometers. That's 1.5 miles. So, or 1.2 miles. So can you imagine 1.2 miles of that walkway, boardwalk, man-made waters and all that, hotels, restaurants, bars on the water and beach, sitting areas, lounge. I mean, that would be world famous. There isn't any other place like this that I know of on the planet other than an actual, if you're at the beach. Because if they do this, this is going to be a landmark. When you really think about it, let me know, ladies and gentlemen, think about this. Where else on the planet do they have actual man-made beaches that meander for a mile and has restaurant, has bars, snack bars? You can actually go kayaking in the water. I will tell you where. There's a place in, I think it's Ecuador. They actually have a pool. It's not a mile though, but it's probably at least 100 yards, 150 yards. It's a big pool, and the pool's only like 3 feet high, 4 feet high, and it runs, it's got to be 150 yards long, and it's probably about 50 yards wide, 60 yards wide. It's huge. But it's nothing like this. I don't know of any other place. I'm trying to think, would there even be a place that has attempted this? There might be one. Who knows? But I've never seen it other than at an actual beach where you can go along the beach and then you have all these restaurant bars, whatever. This is something totally different. This will be iconic. Around the world, people will be talking about this. So think about it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Seamless Genius is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream, and she has the icon next to her name. Hey, Boston SSN fam, late today. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, Seamless Genius. Thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate it. All right, thank you again, Eric. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. That's right, everybody. We're going to end this right now. Thank you so much, the Young Gun. Miracle Bro, for that donation. I humbly appreciate that once again. Thank you so much for your support by being a member as well. Vanessa Comagate says, I will watch the replay. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. If anybody ever has any questions, please make a comment down below in the replay. And if you have any questions, you can always email me. It's the No Guru Zone, support@stopstrugglingnow.com. I'll get it. All right. And with all that said, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest and greatest updates. And we know it's hard out here. This is why we are being left behind financially, but not you here in the nation. We talk about similar things every week. These are the asset classes you need to pick up when the economy is in flux like it is now. Get your assets while they're cheap. Get that property and real estate starting in about 6 months, 4 months, whatever it is after July. Then start being a little more serious and look for those 40, 50% off prices. We haven't gotten there yet. Hopefully we will. And that means us, the OCs, get to come out of the doldrums when these home prices skyrocket up and you have $400,000 or $500,000 worth of equity for something you bought 3 years ago. You're going to love life because now you have nothing, no excuses at that point, but to tap in and buy some more assets and keep the ball rolling downhill because it's only going to cost the living. Cost of living is just going to increase as we get towards 2030. It's going to keep rising. You can't escape. All right. With all that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on Monday night or maybe a surprise live stream tomorrow. Who knows? But hopefully you'll join me either way. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.